Capital Blue Cross, coca-cola, Science Sky Commanders.
Castro swings and unloads. Deep down the line, it's gone. Game tying, back-to-back homers for the IronPigs.
East Electro Company, Woodchipper Rehabilitation, Billboard Inn, and Staybridge Suites.
Petricone swings and blasts it. Deep right center, he's staring, he's watching, it's gone. A three-run no-doubter for Gabriel Cones.
Near the pack, Lehigh Valley Health Network, NJM Insurance, Bridgemore Florists.
3-2. Sanger swings, drives in the air towards left. Falling fast, Reyes hustling in into a slide. Did he make it? He did. Sliding catch, Felix Reyes. Almost made one.
Riverview Country Club, Rapid Insurance, Service Electric, St. Luke's Health Network, TD Bank, Morning Call, and WFMZ 69 News.
The 3-2 pitch. Anthony swings, it's a line drive deep right. Taylor is ball gets it on track, it's on the run. Trying to score on team.
Let's go live to the Science Sky Broadcast Board with the voice of the IronPigs, Sam Gelman.
On a Sunsplash Sunday afternoon, we're in Allentown, Pennsylvania at Coca-Cola Park, where it is time for Lehigh Valley IronPigs baseball. Hi everybody, Sam Jelnick with you here from the Science Sky broadcast booth as the IronPigs and the Worcester Red Sox close out the first half here on a gorgeous Father's Day. IronPigs at 35-39 on the season, taking on the Woo Sox at 35-35, hoping to finish their first half above 500. IronPigs looking for a series win here to close out the first half and get to 3 games under 500 on the season. It'll be Colby Allard making his return to the IronPigs here today. Colby, a key member of the 2024 starting rotation, had a lot of time up with the Phillies as well, signed a minor league contract earlier this week, and is now back with the Phillies organization and will make his first start of the year for the Pigs here on Sunday. Allard had been pitching with the Cleveland Guardians and the Columbus Clippers earlier this season. He was pretty solid down in AAA with Columbus at a 2-0 record, a 4.11 ERA. Southpaw gets the ball for the Woo Sox, or for the IronPigs, and this is the lineup that he'll face for the Woo Sox. Brought to you by PSECU. PSECU, where members achieve more. It'll be Braden Ward in right field to lead things off, then Vinny Capra, third baseman, will hit second. Christian Campbell, left fielder, is in the 3-hole. Jason DeLay catching hits fourth. Matt Theis DHs out of the 5-hole. Tyler McDonough, shortstop, will hit sixth. Sung Chae Chang, the second baseman, hits seventh. Nathan Hickey at first is in the 8th spot. And rounding it out, Max Ferguson in center field. That's ninth, with Jack Anderson on the mound for the Woo Sox when we go to the bottom of the first. Allard, a 6'1", 195-pound lefty, 28 years old. He'll turn 29 in August. Anaheim, California, signing a minor league free agent contract a couple days back on the 18th. He's ready to go on the mound here on a gorgeous Sunday. Start of summer. Allard with his hands over his head into his windup. The first pitch of the game to Braden Ward. He grounds it foul, first base side, and we're underway. Strike one on Ward. Underway, just on time, 1:15, first pitch. Game time temp, 80 degrees on the button. Some big puffy clouds above, a little bit of shade out of those. 0-1, Ward shows bunt, tries to drag it and fouls it off the plate. Quickly 0-2. In the intervening time since Allard left the Phillies organization, the end of 24, he was non-tendered by the Phillies, ended up signing a minor league free agent contract with the Cleveland Guardians, and ended up pitching actually a lot for Cleveland in the 2025 season as their long man out of the bullpen. Had 2 stints with Cleveland, end of April through July that year. 0-2 was up high on Ward, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and then after being DFA'd and re-signing, was there from July 9th through the remainder of the season. High Maroon Sox here on Sunday. Allard facing the first base bag. Throws the hands over the head into the windup, the 1-2. Ward takes a fastball high and tight, 2-2. He finished 4th in the club with 57 2/3 innings of relief last year with Cleveland. It's actually 7th on the club in B-WAR as well. 2-2, Ward gets way under at a high pop-up. Right side of the diamond, shallow right first baseman Anthony and the second baseman Moore come together. And the second baseman at the last moment calls off Anthony, makes the catch right in front of him for the first out here in the top of the first. And that was not the best of communication between Anthony and Moore, and really looked like Anthony a bit frustrated with Moore there, especially because Keaton, the taller of the two, and was under at first, and Moore called him off at the last second. Thankfully, the play ends up being made, but Pigs had their own troubles with pop-ups yesterday. First pitch home to Vinny Capra. He swings and laces it deep down the left field line, but that's going to hook just wide of the pole. Foul ball down the line. 0-1 on Vinny Capra. Moore was the one who actually dropped a pop-up in yesterday's game, wind-aided. Didn't really come close to making the play on it, and this time taking a bit more of an active approach. 0-1, good change-up from Allard on the outside corner. 0-2 quickly on Vinny Capra. Capra, a tough game yesterday, was 1 for 4, did single in the 7th. He struck out 3 times against Drake Fellows. Allard, the lefty, deals the righty 0-2, and Capra swings and belts it high in the air, deep to left. That's a no-doubter. Felix Reyes just a spectator as it lands into the pig pen. Solo homer for Vinny Capra. Hits his 5th of the season, and the Woo Sox on the board for the 2nd straight day in the 1st. Capra with a solo homer makes it 1-0 Worcester here in the top of the 1st. That's a frustrating one for Allard to hit him the count 0-2. Just left a fastball right down the middle, and Capra turned on it. First run of the game, Vinny Capra solo homer. 3rd homer of the season allowed for Allard. That's now 3 straight starts going back to his time with Columbus that he has now allowed a homer. First pitch to Christian Campbell, cutter in the outside corner. Strike 1 on the Woo Sox left fielder. Defensively for the Pigs behind Allard today. Works quick, the 0-1, changeups in the dirt. It's Felix Reyes in left, Dylan Carlson in center field, Brian De La Cruz in right. Otto Kemp's at 3rd base, Christian Cairo the shortstop, Robert Moore at 2nd base, Keaton Anthony at 1st, and Paul McIntosh catches for Allard. Southpaw delivers home, the 1-1, Campbell a check swing, changeup is at the knees, 1-2. Allard pitch mix wise, it'll be a 4-seam fastball, cutter, changeup, curveball, and a sinker. Will touch 90 miles an hour, won't go too high above that as your typical crafty lefty. Very good at mixing and matching speeds, changing up location, able to fool hitters. 1-2. Big curveball is off the plate. 1-2. Or 2-2 on Campbell. 1-0 Woo Sox, top of the 1st. Allard with tan glove into his windup. 2-2. Foul tip held on to by McIntosh. Good job by Paul to squeeze it. And Allard with his first strikeout back with the IronPigs for the 2nd out here in the top of the 1st. Allard last pitched with the Pigs beginning of September, the 2024 season. It was a weird year for Colby. He was signed as a minor league free agent, non-roster invite to Phillies, or actually signed a major league deal with the Phillies, was on the 40-man roster. And actually now my memory being jogged again here. First pitch to Jason DeLay, pops it in the air down the right field line. Long run for De La Cruz towards the corner. It's a foul ball, landing in the seats and then careening back into the field of play, and De La Cruz will clean that up. Allard was actually a non-roster invite, pardon me. Ended up getting his contract selected later in the season as the Phillies needed some starting pitching depth. But he started out the year with the IronPigs a bit behind schedule. Ultimately was not throwing well for the Pigs, and they decided to shut it down and move Allard all the way back to the Florida Complex League to rework on some mechanical things. 0-1 is up and away, 1-1. And that's when he started going to his windup again with the hands over the head. Said that helped him find his groove. Went back and had a couple quasi-rehab starts with Reading, and then was back with the IronPigs and was very good from basically June onwards. 1-1, DeLay fouls it back. 1-2. DeLay, the Woo Sox catcher, catching for a 2nd straight night. Hitting .228, he's got 2 homers, and he's driven in 18. 1-0 Woo Sox, top of the 1st. Solo homer for Vinny Capra starting the scoring today. Allard's 1-2. Change up, fades downstairs. 2-2. Series finale between these two teams. Woo Sox took the first 2. Pigs have taken the next 3. 2-2. DeLay swings and misses. Another foul tip squeezed by McIntosh. Back-to-back strikeouts for Allard to end the 1st, but a solo homer for Vinny Capra gets the Woo Sox on the board first. Go to the bottom of the 1st. It's the Woo Sox 1 and the IronPigs coming to bat here on the Pigs Radio Network. presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This summer, declare your independence from miserable sleep. Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is here. Quality mattresses starting at just $6.99. Use for a limited time, save $1,000.
Quick question for you.
Shoot.
Pay 0% interest.
Was there any reason why the gain was maxed all the way out to the board?
Flooded another night.
In what regard?
Today at Ashley Stars and Stripes.
You know the black knob all the way at the top of the fader?
Yeah,
That was all the way to the right.
yeah,
But I lowered it a little bit.
yeah. That's
The,
that's the way I have it. So instead of maxing
Okay.
out the actual levels, I instead bump the gain.
Any part of the show? Listen to the podcast. All right. Allentown on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Go to the podcast section of lvfoxsports.com and download the Happy Hour podcast daily.
You're listening to IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the first, it's the Woo Sox 1 and the Iron Pigs coming to bat against Jack Anderson, bookending the series for the Woo Sox. Anderson started back on Tuesday. He's 1-3 on the season with a .450 ERA. Gets the ball for the Woo Sox, and this is the lineup that he's going to face for the Iron Pigs, brought to you by PSECU. PSECU, where members achieve more. For the Pigs, Dylan Moore leads things off. He's the DH, batting second. Felix Reyes will be in left. Otto Kemp, the third baseman's in the 3-hole, followed by the first baseman, Keaton Anthony. Batting fifth is Brian De La Cruz, the right fielder. Shortstop Christian Cairo follows him, with Paul McIntosh, the catcher, hitting seventh. Hitting eighth is Robert Moore, the second baseman, and then Dylan Carlson in center field. That's ninth. Dylan Moore into the box against Jack Anderson. Second time this week that we've seen Anderson. He threw just 3 innings back on Tuesday. First pitch to Moore is fouled off at the plate. Big slider, no balls, and 1 strike. He threw 3 innings on Tuesday, 53 pitches, 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Anderson, a 6'3", 187-pound righty. Works on the first base side of the mound, steps into his windup, the 0-1. Slider, belt high for a called strike, 0-2. Anderson comes from way over the top, and it almost makes that slider look a bit like a 12-6 curveball because of how high he releases the baseball. Kicks and deals, the 0-2. Moore fouls the fastball back. Anderson, out of Florida State, was a AAA Rule 5 selection by the Red Sox going into last year. Split last year between AA Portland and the Woo Sox. 0-2 again. Moore off the end of the bat, pops it behind the plate and into the seats. Spent most of the year with Portland, though. Had 23 appearances, only 4 starts, but was 2-5 with a .358 ERA. Originally a 16th round pick by the Tigers in 2021 out of Florida State. 0-2, called strike 3. Splitter froze him on the inside corner. Moore down looking, and it's a strikeout for Jack Anderson to begin his day out in the bump. One out, nobody on for Felix Reyes. Felix with 2 homers this week, now with 17 on the season, hitting .316. 47 RBIs, his second best on the team. First pitch from Anderson. Reyes pops it up off the end of the bat towards the Woo Sox dugout first base side. It's going to get about 6 rows deep and then actually careen right back to the netting. Deflects back to a fan in a straw hat. Makes the barehanded catch. 0-1 on Felix Reyes. Defensively for the Woo Sox behind Anderson, it's Christian Campbell in left, Max Ferguson's in center field, Braden Ward in right. Strike 1 pitch. Reyes swings and misses. Curveball off the plate, and nothing but strikes early on here for Jack Anderson. 7 pitches, all 7 have found the strikes. 0-2 on Felix Reyes. Delay sets up down and away. Anderson cranks and fires. Reyes punches it in the air, shallow right field, racing in. Ward into a dive. He makes the catch. Somersaults as he picks it off the turf. What a catch by Braden Ward, robbing Felix Reyes of a base hit. Typical center fielder for the Woo Sox, shifted to a corner here today, and man, that was a fantastic catch. somehow contorted his wrist to pick that ball off the turf as he dove for that. Gets a nice point and shout out from his pitcher, Jack Anderson, on the mound. 2 away here in the bottom of the first. First one home to Otto Kemp. He swings and misses. So 2 outs, bases empty for Otto. IronPigs down 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Anderson with a 5-pitch mix. 4-seamer, slider, splitter, sweeper, and curveball. 0-1. Kemp with a mile-high pop-up down the right field line. Foul territory, Hickey traversing out towards the tarp. Right fielder Ward coming in again, and he'll run out of room as that lands just over top the tarp. Otto stays alive, albeit now down the count, 0-2. Anderson will use the 4-seamer 37.5% of the time, slider at 27%, splitter 18%, sweeper 14%, and then the curveball pretty rarely used at 2%. Otto takes a very slow walk back to the batter's box. Regroup, regather ahead of an 0-2 pitch. Anderson has yet to miss the strike zone here. 10 pitches, all strikes here in the bottom of the first. Anderson, first base side to the plate. Kemp swings and belts it high in the air, deep center field. Jason Ferguson back a couple of steps. In front of the warning track, will circle back in, settle under it, make the catch. Retire Kemp, and the Pigs down in order here in the last of the first. We go to the second. It's 1-0 Woo Sox here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Hi, IronPigs fans. I'm Linda Holbert. I work in human resources at Air Products. I live in Nazareth, Pennsylvania.
I just didn't think you needed to jack the gain all the way up. I think it was loud and clear.
Maybe it's more so for me in my own voice.
Okay.
That's how I have it set. That's how it suits me the best.
No, I mean, it sounds good either way. You know, when I'm doing the triathlon announcing and stuff, when I'm working with a mixer, I try not to go the gain all the way up. You know, because it kind of distorts it on the speakers. But
Yeah.
not for here is fine. I just didn't know if there was a science behind it or not.
No, it's just I set the levels to, the middle at 0, and then I adjust the gain to fit that.
Hi there. Who are you and
That makes sense.
I'm Zod, your friendly copier helper guy.
Also, I think I put everything. I know the mixer might not have been back exactly the way you had it, but I think everything else was, no crumbs left on your desk.
No, you're all good.
Out of the park. If you need help with your office copiers and printers, call Cyan Sky today or find them at cyanskycopiers.com. You're listening to the IronPigs Radio Network.
Top of the second, it's 1-0 Worcester after an inning of play. Sam Jelnick with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Matt Theis will lead off for the Woo Sox 5, 6, and 7 against Colby Allard on the mound for the IronPigs. Allard, the southpaw out of Anaheim, California, into his windup. First pitch home to Theis. He hits a ground ball back of the first base bag. Anthony reaches down for it, gloves, flips to Allard covering, and Theis on one pitch is retired here to begin the top of the second. Nice easy start for Colby. Just one bad pitch for him in the first, giving up a 0-2 solo homer to Vinny Capra. Allard, the name of the game for him is being as precise as possible, and for a while that is what burned him at the major league level. Guardians got some good work out of him last year. So far this year it was a bit of tougher sledding. Allard in 8 2/3 innings with Cleveland gave up 10 runs on 16 hits. First pitch sinker to Tyler McDonough is in for a strike. McDonough, a switch hitter batting right, coming off of a 2-hit game last night. Began the year with Portland, but has had a great season so far with the Woo Sox. 0-1, hits this one off the end of the bat towards left center field. Reyes and Carlson over will be the center fielder, lazily into the gap to make the catch. 2 quick outs for Colby Allard here in the second.
Second baseman, number 12, Sunshine Chen.
2 outs and nobody on for Sung Chae Chang. Allard, 3 pitches, 2 outs here at the top of the second. Expect Chang to take a couple more pitches. Chang has been a big thorn in the side of the Pigs this week. A couple of homers, quite a few extra base hits, hitting .259 on the season. Left-handed hitter swings the first pitch and lifts a lazy fly ball out to left. Reyes in towards the line, and a few more steps, gets to the spot, makes the catch, and it's a 4-pitch second inning, 1-2-3 inning for Colby Allard. Go to the bottom of the second, it's 1-0 Worcester here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale is here with hot buys for every room in your home starting at just $4.99. This will save you $1,000 store-wide. Or take advantage of 60-month special financing for purchases made with your Ashley Advantage Synchrony credit card, making your next statement piece more affordable than ever. Only at Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale. Going on now. Shop more Stars and Stripes deals in-store and at Ashley.com. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payments required. See store for details.
Right now,
The Dan Patrick Show.
history is probably going to show this as, 4 games to 1 and only went 5. But keep this in mind, that the Spurs, if I look at their chances of winning, okay, in the 4 games they lost, they were 91% chance to win game 1, 72% chance to win game 2, 99% chance to win game 4, 95% chance to win game 5. They had double-digit leads. It just felt like they ran out of gas. And give credit to the Knicks because you wanted to have a team that had something in the tank, and they did. And that something was Jalen Brunson. If you look at the time spent leading in the NBA Finals, the Spurs led 72% of the time.
The Dan Patrick Show.
And you.
Weekdays 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
You're listening to IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. On Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m. and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the second, Iron Pigs trailing the Woo Sox 1-0, although Colby Allard with a prompt 4-pitch, 1-2-3, top of the second. Keaton Anthony leads off against Jack Anderson, and he swings to the first pitch, grounds it up the middle off the mound to the shortstop McDonough, who clubs, throws to first, and Keaton is retired. 4 up and 4 down for Jack Anderson on 12 pitches now, and all of them strikes. So evidently everybody here has a Father's Day early dinner special to try to get to after this one. Father's Day here at the ballpark, it's just Mother's Day and Father's Day at a baseball game for me is just quintessential. And maybe that's because I grew up in a baseball family. I always had games had to play on Mother's Day, Father's Day. And then once I got into the career, starting calling games on these holidays. First pitch fastball to Brian De La Cruz is down the middle, 0-1. So being here at the ballpark on these special days is natural to me. And thankfully to the other 10,000 people in this ballpark is also natural to them. 0-1, De La Cruz takes a breaking ball, it's up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike, and a lot of guys in this clubhouse, estimated about half the clubhouse, fathers, most of the coaching staff, also fathers. A lot of phone calls pregame, a lot of FaceTimes to see kids and families who aren't here. Pitch to De La Cruz, he fouls it back. 1-2. You have expectant fathers like Otto Kemp. His wife is due, let's say, September. Stuart Baroa, who just had his first child, just came off the paternity list. 1-2 to De La Cruz. Anderson misses up high with a slider. 2-2. Bryant hitting .243 with 11 homers, 49 driven home. That's team high. Had the game off yesterday. 2-2 pitch. De La Cruz reaching for it, punches a short fly ball, shallow right center. On the run, Ward reaches out and makes a lunging grab. Braden Ward, another fantastic play here for the second out of the second. Robbed Felix Reyes last inning, and he robs De La Cruz here in the second. Fully outstretched, a leaping grab. And he can cover some ground and right. Braden Ward, the IL leader in stolen bases. And if you're going to be speedy like that at the plate, you better play a pretty good outfield. 2 outs, nobody on for Christian Cairo. First pitch home, takes a slider. It's down and away off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. It's 1-0 Worcester. Bottom 2, 2 outs, and Cairo, the son of a major leaguer. Miguel Cairo, also a former Iron Pig. 1-0 pitch. Cairo takes off the plate, ball 2. So Christian knows a thing or two about spending Father's Day at the ballpark. His dad right now a infield coach for the Baltimore Orioles. 2-0 on Cairo. Hitting .257 on the year with a couple of homers. 2-0 pitch, slider nips the outside corner. 2 balls and strike. 2-1 coming. Cairo lays off, slider down and away. 3-1. Christian on a 20-game on base streak. Extended it last night, getting hit by a pitch. Anyhow, anyway, that's the mantra of an on base streak. Mantra of a guy like Cairo. 3-1. Fastball is at the knees, inside corner. 3-2. Anderson trying to go 6 up and 6 down to begin his day. Second outing of the week. So far has been pretty nails against the IronPigs. Outfield shades Cairo the other way. Campbell especially deep and left. 3-2. Cairo takes, it's down low, ball 4. He wastes no time here today. Extends his on-base streak now to 21 consecutive games with a 2-out walk here in the second. Cairo, the International League leader in walks. '57th walk of the year for Christian in his 73rd game played. And to put that in perspective, as far as games played now for Cairo, 73 games. Today is 75 total games for the IronPigs. First one home to Paul McIntosh. Cairo bluffs at first. Will stay put as the breaking ball is down low to Paul. Cairo has only missed 2 games for the Pigs. Does not really take a day off. It's just, he's a grinder. 1 out, or 2 outs, man at first for McIntosh. Paul hitting .243, 3 homers. He's driven in 16. Pitch home, Paul swings, hits a ground ball out to short. To his left, a half step, McDonough gloves. Goes a short way to second, force out Cairo, and end the inning. So the Pigs get their first base runner, but do nothing with it. We go to the third. It's 1-0 Woo Sox here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. Take the afternoon off. Binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Whatever you do, do it with a Coors Light. Mountain cold refreshment. Made to chill. 2020 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Please join us in honoring Jamie Penny Officer, first class.
Thank you, Connor, as we go to the top of third. IronPigs with a 1-0 deficit here against the Woo Sox. Colby Allard, so far looking pretty sharp here for the Pigs. Trying to just keep it going. Just one mistake so far, the solo homer to Vinny Capra in the first. Just had a 4 pitch second inning as he's now retired 5 in a row. It'll be 9-1-2 or 8-9-1 for the Woo Sox here in the second. Nathan Hickey leading things off. Left-handed hitter. Allard the wind. First pitch to Hickey. Fastball on the inside corner. No balls and strike. It's so nice watching Allard pitch. Just a craftsman at work, but surgical, precise with it. And a lot of it has to do with how he approaches left-handed hitters. 0-1. Cutter outside corner. 0-2. He's not afraid to pitch in on them, even though he lacks premium elite velocity. Faces Nathan Hickey, hitting just 193, 4 homers, and he's driven in 11. 0-2. Hickey takes, cutter down low, 1-2. Cutter for Allard. He'll range it from 80 to 85, so it can kind of look like a slider at times. Infield plays Hickey to pull. Allard facing towards the first base bag, steps into his windup. The 1-2. Swing and a foul tip at the plate. It's off the catcher McIntosh. And I'm way out in front of the breaking ball, but deflects off of McIntosh. Allard with 2 strikeouts so far. Only base runner has been the Capra homer. No wind at the moment. Flag is dormant in center. Allard before the 1-2 sees Hickey call time and step out. Pigs on Sunday wearing their typical Sunday uniforms. The Phillies throwbacks, maroon jersey, powder blue sleeves, maroon hat with a powder blue logo. 1-2. This is up high with a fastball. 2-2. Woo Sox in their alternate navy blue jerseys. Woo Sox in red across the front, gray pants. Pitch home. Hickey, big hack at the breaking ball, and he fouls it over the screen up into the suites. 2-2. Two and 2 on Nathan Hickey. Allard the wide and the pitch. Fastball just in off the plate, chases Hickey out of the box. And Allard's now thrown more pitches in this at-bat against Hickey than he did the entire second. Colby at just 29 pitches now, here with nobody out in the top of the third. Payoff pitch, Nathan Hickey. Hickey swings, it's a ground ball sharply towards the whole right side by a diving Moore, and that's into right for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single for Nathan Hickey and the Woo Sox, just getting that one by Moore at second. A little bit surprised Moore wasn't playing further towards the hole on the right side. The infield was shifted over to the pull side for the lefty, but Moore maybe just a couple steps away from proper positioning in the hole on the right side. Man at first, nobody out, Max Ferguson. He's the 9-hole hitter. Started last night, was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Takes the first pitch sinker at 90 miles an hour on the outside corner. No ball strike. 1-0 Worcester, top of the third. Infield plays Ferguson to pull, except for Kemp over at third base. He is off the line, but has to stay somewhat close in case of a bunt. 0-1, sinker down and in. He chased it. 0-2. So 0-2 on Max Ferguson. 1-0 Woo Sox, top of the third. Anthony holds on the runner at first. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup inside. Ferguson can't connect. Third strikeout of the game for Colby Allard. One gone here in the top of the third. One out and nobody on for Braden Ward. Back to the top of the order for the Woo Sox. Pigs have held the Woo Sox bats at bay for basically the entirety of the week. First pitch to Ward, he fouls it back. It's been the problem for the Woo Sox this season is their offense just lacks a good amount of punch. 4-3 win yesterday for the Pigs. 9-3 on Friday night. 5-4 on Thursday. Woo Sox did score 7 on Wednesday night. That included 3 in the top of the 10th. 0-1. Ward swings, line drive back through the box and into center for a base hit. Hickey will trot up to second, stop there as Carlson gets it in. Braden Ward with a base hit back through the box. Woo Sox threatening, 2 on, 1 out. Brings up Vinny Capra, responsible for the only run of the game to this point, a solo homer back in the first. It was a 5-3 win for the Woo Sox on Tuesday as well, so for the most part, Pigs have been able to contain the Woo Sox offense to keep them in the majority of games this week. 2 on, 1 out. Pitch to Capra. Fastballs on the outside corner, 0-1. And a lot of it for Worcester falls back to they just don't hit a lot of homers. Sung-Chae Chang leads the team with 7 of them. When you lack that potent punch, even if it's just the one guy, it's hard to put up big innings. 0-1, foul tipped into the mitt of McIntosh. Capra chasing a changeup down and away. 0-2. And for the Pigs, that's Brian De La Cruz, Felix Reyes, Otto Kemp. Turn a couple of walks into a 3-run homer. Allard trying to work around a pair of base hits here in the third. The 0-2. Capra swings, lifts in the air to left. Not all that deep. Reyes back a step, settles into it, makes the catch. Runners will stay put. Throws it into the cutoff man. Capra fly out.
Not bad. Please, R&B strikeout back.
2 on, 2 outs for Christian Campbell. Campbell, one of a number of guys today using a blue bat. Baby blue. Some guys have cleats, arm sleeves, batting gloves, complement the baby blue. My early years of broadcasting games, or even just watching games when I was younger, I'd always wonder, why do some guys get the cool swag on special days and some guys don't? 0-1, breaking ball just a little bit high. Campbell checked his swing, laid off. 1 ball, no strikes. So finally, I asked a player early years of my career, why do some guys get it, some guys don't. 1-0 pitch. Campbell swings, hits a ground ball towards the whole left side, cut off by the third baseman Kemp. Will throw to first a little high. Anthony off the bag, and Campbell is safe. It'll be an error on Otto Kemp. Otto really ranging far to his left, cut off the shortstop Cairo to make that play himself. Tried to throw on the run to first, got under it a little, yanking Anthony off the bag. A little surprised Otto didn't set his feet before trying to make that throw, and it ends up costing him here. Inning will continue, loads the bases up for Jason DeLay, the catcher and cleanup man, who struck out his first time up. First one home, DeLay swings and fouls it off. Strike 1 on the Woo Sox catcher. So anyways, I found out that the reason some guys get the cool stuff on the specialty days is, well, when you're a big enough prospect or an important enough player, companies will send you free stuff. And if you're somebody who doesn't get that stuff, well, that tells you where you rank in the game. The pitch to DeLay, he cracks it high in the air, deep left center. On the run, Reyes, he's not going to get there. It lands on the track and goes to the left center field fence. 2-run score around third. Here comes Campbell. He'll score as well. It's a bases clearing double for Jason DeLay. Cashes in on the error by Otto Kemp. And the Woo Sox plate 3 here in the third to take a 4-0 lead. Even give a team like the Woo Sox an extra out in an inning, they're going to take advantage, and DeLay wastes no time, takes a hanging changeup, swats it right up the alley. His 11th double of the season, RBIs 19, 20, and 21. All 3 runs here in the inning for the Woo Sox unearned on Colby Allard's ledger. Not that matters as much to him, with the Pigs now trailing 4-0 here in the third. First pitch home to Matt Theiss. He swats this one in the air left center field again. That's going to find some real estate. Hit the grass and roll all the way to the wall. DeLay will score. Theiss around second. He's trying for 3. Throws on the brakes. He'll go back to second, though. Be content with a double. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the Woo Sox. And it's now 5-0.
Shortstop, number 5, Tyler McLean.
All 4 runs in the inning for the Woo Sox unearned. The fastball caught a bit too much of the plate for Allard. Theiss stayed in on it, drove it the other way. His 5th double of the season, 22nd RBI. And it's a 5-0 hole for the IronPigs, the largest deficit they've faced this week. Sunday comebacks have become a bit of a theme for the IronPigs. I remember the last Sunday they trailed by 3 here at home to Rochester. They rallied to force extras. First Sunday of the year against Toledo, they trailed by 3 in the bottom of the 10th, scored 4 to win it. Trailed by 5 here in the last third. Now the shortstop, Tyler McDonough, takes a curveball that's down and away. McDonough flied out to center field his first time up. This is the 8th hitter of the third for the Woo Sox. A lot of extra pitches now for Colby Allard. 1-0, fastball at the knees, 1 ball and strike. Talked about it in the pregame show that Allard, he's not working on too much of extra rest here. His last outing did come just 1 week ago, June the 14th in Indianapolis. Gave up 3 runs and 5 1/3 when he was with the Columbus Clippers. 1-1 home. McDonough bouncing ball back of the bag at third. Backhanded by Kemp. Long throw across the diamond in time to get McDonough and the inning over. For the Woo Sox with 4 runs with 2 outs in the third. Capitalize on the error. We go bottom 3. It's 5-0 Woo Sox here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
He's the hottest news. This is Fox Sports Radio. Is that correct? Declare your
getting taken care of today. Get a look at Evan Keith. There you with their guard, getting all free. Already handled guys to start out there. Beautiful. Get a look at this wonderful makeup work. The guys from their daughters. And they're getting to work with Keegan and McKenna, Keegan with Valerie, and Chris with CZ. This is so great to see them all turned out. All right, and how you feeling? Good, you know you. What's next? Keith with Val. What do you think Val done so far?
I think she's done an amazing job.
Yeah, he can't wait to get the mirror a little bit later on. Wow, beautiful. That's it. Great. So we're at this time of the year coming up just momentarily. Our winners are down and they go for the rankings. Liberty Ignited, the biggest fireworks show here at Coca-Cola Park on July 3rd. All right, crowd, I need your help. Let's make some noise if you think Evan has won our Dad Makeover. Do you think Steven is taking the best job? Or maybe Valerie did the best job with Keith right here in the middle? Make some noise for Keith. And finally, CZ, show us your work. Show us what you're getting down.
Bomb the third, IronPigs with a 5-0 deficit here early. Blue Sox with 4 runs, all with 2 outs in the top of the inning. Pigs will try to eat back into this deficit now. Robert Moore leading things off against Jack Anderson. Anderson with 2 no-hit innings so far has allowed just 1 base runner on a walk. First pitch to Robert Moore is in for a strike. 8-9-1 for the Pigs. Moore, Carlson, and then Dylan Moore at the top of the order. Anderson, first base side of the mound, winds up, delivers home. 0-1, breaking ball just a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Robert with a homer and a double last night, both coming from the right side of the plate. Historically, that's been the weaker of the 2 sides for the switch hitter. 1-1 pitch. Moore swings and pops it up. Behind home towards the IronPigs third base dugout. The catcher delay on the warning track, just can't make the catch as he tumbles down the stairwell. The IronPigs dugout. He keeps his footing the entire time, so thankfully didn't take a hard fall there, but unable to make the catch. He had just enough room. He had, actually it looked like Dylan Moore right in front of him, and that hit the shoulder of Dylan Moore on the way down. Didn't even flinch when it hit him. Moore stays alive, but the count now a ball and 2 strikes. Infield over to the pull side. Anderson, first base side of the rubber. Now to the plate. Moore swings. It's a hard ground ball towards the hole right side. Second baseman Chang maneuvers out to the outfield grass. Picks it on the hop, throws to first. Gets Moore for the first out here of the third. Been about an even smattering of all things for Anderson on the mound. 3 ground outs, 3 fly outs, 1 strikeout. 1 out, nobody on for Dylan Carlson. Carlson back in the lineup, had Saturday night off. Switch hitter batting left, swings the first pitch and rolls it over off the IronPigs, or rather the Blue Sox dugout. First base side, over to the first base coach Ray Riker, who throws it into a sea of fans in the seats. Gorgeous day for a ball game. Got just enough cloud cover for a little bit of shade here. 0-1, Carlson off the hands, sprays it down the left field line into the netting. 0-2. Clouds on the horizon, providing a bit of cover. Not too hot, 81 degrees on the longest day of the year. May you spend it wisely. Most sunshine we will have in the 2026 calendar. Man, we could not have asked for better weather to go with it. 0-2. Foul tipped, held on to by delay. Carlson down on 3 pitches. He strikes out. Anderson bookends his first time through the order with strikeouts. Second of the game. Go to the top of the order now. 2 outs, bases empty for Dylan Moore. Anderson, for one reason or another, he has been able to pick apart the Pigs this week. Earlier on Tuesday, gave up just 2 runs in 3 innings on 3 hits. First pitch to Dylan Moore. Fastball at the knees, inside corner, and Moore, I thought he went to challenge that. And home plate umpire Ben Phillips either said, no, you didn't get it in time, or he was just adjusting his helmet. Interesting. Strike 1 on the way. Moore takes a slider outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dylan Moore teamed up with Robert Moore as the double play tandem last night. The law firm of Moore & Moore. What can Moore do for you? Well, they can get you more outs, 2 of them. Pitch home to Dylan. He swings and rifles the liner back through the box into center field for a base hit. First hit of the day for the Pigs is a Dylan Moore line drive single to center with 2 outs in the 3rd inning. The duo paired up for 2 double plays, including a game-ending double play for 6-3 off the bat of Braden Ward. Pigs are now tied for the most double plays turned in the International League this year with 67 of them. Moore is at first, brings up Felix Reyes. Reyes flied out to right field his first time up, robbed of a hit by Ward. First pitch, Reyes swings, hits a roller towards the hole, shortstop side. McDonough surrounds it, throws a touch high to first, but Hickey keeps a toe on the bag. Retires Reyes, and the inning over. Pigs get their first hit, but strand Dylan Moore aboard. We go to the 4th. It's 5-0 Woo Sox here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America. To you as well. Anything specific you want to touch on?
No, well, we could just go over Capital Blue Cross a little bit. I'll say what the company does. We could talk about the giveaway item today and how long we've been partners with the IronPigs. And then if you ever want to talk a little baseball, I can talk baseball as
100%.
Well.
Love when our sponsor interviews no ball.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, sometimes they'll send up, depending on the company, they'll send up somebody who represents them well, but can't tell you a lick about baseball. And we're in a good part of the season. We're not lacking on Phillies and IronPigs stories to talk about. I'm rooting for Painter. I think he's going to have a nice little. He got the jitters out of the way. Got a good look.
IronPigs Baseball is WEEX Easton, WODA HD2 Easton, and W234AX Allentown, a Cumulus media station.
Top of the 4th, IronPigs trail the Woo Sox 5-0. It's time for the 4th inning. Brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Pigs. Colby Allard back to work for the Pigs. Faces Sung-Chae Chang. The first pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike 1. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth, and I am happy to bring in Sam Squared here for the top of the 4th. It's Sam Abraham, Community Impact and Corporate Sponsorship Coordinator with Capital Blue Cross. Sam, how's it going?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm fantastic. Whenever I have a namesake up in the booth, doesn't happen often.
Dude, it's so nice. They named us twice, right?
I know, right? it just inflates my already overblown ego.
I hear that. Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank
Father's Day here at the ballpark, presented by Capital Blue Cross with a fantastic tie giveaway. Did you grab one on the way in?
I did. I'm looking forward to wearing it next time I'm in the office.
I was just about to ask, I don't want to blow your cover potentially here. Do you know how to tie a tie?
Oh, you know what? I do. It goes a little quicker with a YouTube video or when I'm visiting Dad.
0-2 on Sung-Chae Chang. He flied to left his first time up. Allard trying to bounce back after the 4-run third. 0-2. Fastball's up high. 1-2. And tie's fantastic. And, if anybody who has come out to the ballpark, I love that Father's Day has become kind of a quintessential holiday here at the ballpark. And over the years, Capital Blue Cross, you guys have had some fantastic giveaways.
That's right.
For Father's Day.
That's
every
right.
year.
I'll tell you what, we have been a founding partner since day one. That's going back to what? 2008.
2008.
Now, I wasn't even working for Capital at that time. I was a Whitehall middle school student, going through the ranks. And I can remember some great giveaways, whether I got them as just a spectator or got them visiting on behalf of Capital Blue Cross. But we are happy each and every year to be giving something nice away. And even beyond that, we have our suite here on the second floor. It has become a staple in our community. Anytime that someone wants to host guests in the suite, we know exactly where to turn to. So we are always happy to be in this ballpark.
2-2 is swung on and missed. Aller gets a chance to chase up and out of the zone. His fourth strikeout of the ball game. That's the first out here in the top of the fourth. And for those of you who might be, under a rock potentially, Capital Blue Cross, tell people just maybe they don't do health insurance.
Absolutely.
Tell them what Capital Blue Cross does.
I'd be happy to. Capital Blue Cross is a health insurer covering 21 counties throughout eastern and central PA. So we have our roots going back to, I want to say, the 1930s. We've been around this community for a good long time, for anywhere from Lehigh, Northampton County out here, going to Dauphin, Franklin counties out in Harrisburg. So whether it be dental, vision, full health insurance, prescription, and Medicare for the older groups, we're really just here as a community partner to cover just about every need that you have. I think that sometimes, we have the national strength of Blue Cross, but it is important to remember that we are about as local as it gets in terms of who we service and who we cover. So when it happens, if there's something happening in the Harrisburg region or the Lehigh Valley region, our name is usually attached to it. We're always happy to go the extra mile for our customers.
Nathan Hickey flies out to left for the second out here in the fourth. Brings up Max Ferguson. Fouls off the first pitch. 2 outs, top of the fourth. 5-0 Woo Sox. Colby Adler looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Joined by Sam Abraham from Capital Blue Cross. The 0-1. Ferguson swings a line drive, just fouled down first base side. 0-2. So you grew up in the area.
That's right, Whitehall High School.
Fantastic.
Since birth. So really, I have been coming to this ballpark for about as long as I can remember.
That's really, is this though your first time getting I'm assuming you've been in the suite before?
Yes, yep, I have some duties for Capital, but talking to you and
awesome.
doing the whole nine, this is the first time.
Well, welcome. I love it when
you.
we have somebody that's like truly born and bred. I love, when we get Phillies fans up here, but to have somebody that like truly understands what the IronPigs mean to the greater community here, it's really cool.
I appreciate that. I think the same. It's been a fun journey. I've seen a couple of iterations, and of course, we've seen some really good fills get called up and some guys come down. I believe earlier in the season, I'll not to dive too deep onto it, but my grandmother is 95 years old and also a Phillies fan. She can tell you the whole lineup. When Zach Wheeler came here, now I know she's getting up there. I know it's hard for her to move, but I took her to the suite and we watched Zach Wheeler pitch. And
that's amazing.
So whether you got guys getting called up or guys coming down for a little break, I could just tell when Bryce Harper was here a little while ago and hit about as many home runs as one could when the walk-off. I've seen it in many iterations over the years, and this is just such a fun ballpark and fun organization to have just across the river right there. I'm literally a 5-minute drive from my house in Whitehall, so I am just so thankful, not only from a Capital perspective, but as a citizen of the Whitehall, Lehigh Valley area, to have you guys in our backyard. It's such a treat.
Well, Sam, it's been a pleasure having you on for the top of the fourth. As we go bottom four, it's 5-0 Worcester here in the IronPigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Go Phils.
Shop more Stars and Stripes deals in store and at Ashley.com. See store for details.
This is Lisa Starfield. Heard the weight loss hypnosis hype? I attended because my father stopped smoking with hypnosis. Hypnosis eliminated my desire for soda and fast food, and I lost 60 pounds in 6 months. I went to another session to do some other problem foods. I lost another 10 pounds. I brought my husband, he lost weight, and his cholesterol and blood pressure improved.
The only weight loss method in America proven useful by the U.S. Patent Office because it reprograms your subconscious, engineered to kill cravings, emotional eating, late-night frigidity. Pull on half the food so you lose the weight and keep it on 10 pounds, 30, whatever your goal. Only $59.99 for your money back. Weight loss seminar Thursday, July 16th. The Wilbur Mansion, 5:30 p.m. Stop smoking 8 p.m. Or Saturday, July 18th. Hilton Garden Inn, Airport Road, 11 a.m. Stop smoking 2 p.m. Sign up at alexgoen.com. G-O-E-N. That's alexgoen.com.
You're listening to IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America, on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at lvfoxsports.com.
Bottom of the fourth as the 1-1 pitch to Otto Kemp. He swings and pops it up shallow right. Second baseman Chang shielding signs from the sun with his glove. He's under it to make the catch, and Kemp retired here for the first out in the fourth. It is 5-0 Woo Sox. Here in the bottom of the fourth as the Wrath fourth inning drafts along. Brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Pigs. Pigs still trying to figure out Jack Anderson here. They have just 2 base runners off of him, a Dylan Moore single and a Christian Cairo walk. Anderson delivers home a strike to Keaton Anthony. Fastball on the inside corner, 0-1. On Tuesday, Anderson only went 3 innings. He was held back pretty well, only threw 55 pitches. 0-1. Anthony takes slider off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson not even close to 55 pitches yet. He's at just 41 here through 3 1/3 innings. Anthony grounded out to shortstops. First time up. Anderson, first base side of the mound, winds up, fires home, and Anthony fouls it off at the plate, off the home plate umpire. 1-2. Keaton hitting .283, 3 homers, driven 14, including 3 on Friday. 3 RBIs as part of a 3-hit game. 1-2, sprays it to the backstop. Stays alive at a ball and 2 strikes. Woo Sox did have some roster movement earlier today, actually yesterday as well. Anthony Siegler recalled by Boston, although the Woo Sox did not get a replacement onto the roster for him yet. They did place Kyle Kettler on the injured list earlier today. Pitch home, curveball down low, 2-2. And they activated former Iron Pig and Philly Rule 5 pick Noah Song off the development list. So there's a chance that we see the old Iron Pig in today's action should the Woo Sox need somebody out of the bullpen. 2-2. Slider just off the plate. Anderson was starting to stalk around the mound, thinking he punched out Anthony. Slider, though, off the plate. Good at bat, good battle by Keaton. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bottom 4. Iron Pigs down 5-0. Trying to chip away this deficit. 3-2. It's just outside. Ball 4, fastball off the plate. Anthony walks, second free pass issued by Anderson. And it's 1 out base runner for Brian De La Cruz. This is the first base runner today for the Iron Pigs with fewer than 2 outs. Hard to get a rally going when you're getting guys on base with 2 outs already in the inning. Here's Brian De La Cruz. De La Cruz with a 2-run homer this week. First one home. Slider spotted up, outside corner. De La Cruz is going to challenge this. Thinks it might have been off the plate. Anderson's really been trying to snipe that edge the past couple of pitches that he walked Anthony on. The first one, De La Cruz challenged here and ultimately overturned. Replay shows it just missed off the black by 1/10 of an inch. As close can get. Good challenge, though, by Brian. Pigs win their first challenge of the day here. De La Cruz 4 for 16 this week. Anthony at first, middle infield at double play depth. 1-0 pitch, fastball sinks down low. Ball 2. Outfield very deep all the way around on De La Cruz. The wind is nudging the flag out towards center right now. Doesn't seem like it's that windy at ground level, but I think up in the air we might have a bit of a jet stream here on Sunday afternoon. 2-0 pitch. De La Cruz spits on another slider, off the plate again. And Anderson suddenly having a bit of control issues. Walks Anthony on the payoff, and now 3 straight out of the zone to De La Cruz. There's a half-decent shot. De La Cruz has a green light here. Pigs down 5 in the fourth. 3-0 pitch. He does have a green light. Hits a screamer on a line into left for a base hit. On a hop in front of Campbell. Throw it into the cutoff man, and Brian De La Cruz with a base hit. Pushes Anthony up to second, and the Pigs with 2 on and 1 out for Christian Cairo. 111 miles an hour off the bat for De La Cruz. Just a shame. Didn't get any backspin on that, just pure topspin, which is honestly a little bit lucky because there's a chance that Campbell could have come in and maybe picked that baseball off. Pitching coach Dan DeLucia is going to go out to the mound, have a visit with the entire infield here. Anderson first spot of trouble. First time the Pigs have gotten multiple runners on base. While they meet, it's a good time to remind you that Jandal Farms is a proud sponsor of IronPigs baseball. Spanning 5 decades, the Jandal Turkey has remained the gold standard for dependable quality, flavor, and value. Find Jandal Turkey products at your local grocer today. So the mound visit over. IronPigs with a runner in scoring position for the first time in this one, down 5 in the 4th. First pitch to Christian Cairo. Anderson spins a good slider down at the knees, 0-1. Cairo walked his first time up, now on a 21-game on-base streak. Anderson first base side, feet shoulder width apart, set of the chest, raises the hands up, delivers home, and Cairo barrels it up deep right center field, chasing Ferguson back to the track in front of the wall. He can't make the catch as he crashes off the wall. Ball caroms back into shallow center, coming to the plate, Anthony De La Cruz on his heels, will both score! Ahead of the throw, shades of the Phillies last year with Castellanos and Stott. It's a 2-run triple for Christian Cairo. It's a 5-2 game in the 4th. Brian De La Cruz nearly ran down Keaton Anthony as they both crossed the plate simultaneously, and Cairo ends up at 3rd with a triple. Ferguson went face first into the right center field wall. Was down in a heap. Thankfully, he gets up. He's okay. For the Pigs on the board, chance to add another now. Cairo at 3rd, 1 out. Paul McIntosh coming up, and they are going to reset the clock here. Not going to ding Worcester for Ferguson being a little slow out in center field. He still seems to be feeling it. Rubbing at his left shoulder. Man, fantastic averages. Couldn't come up with it. Anderson the full wind. The pitch to McIntosh. Paul takes a slider down and away. Infield comes in for the Woo Sox, which is surprising given that they're up 5-2 here in the 4th. One-0 pitch. McIntosh swings, hits a screamer to short off the glove of McDonough. Caroms into shallow center. Cairo scores. McIntosh safely aboard at first. RBI single, and it's 5-3 Pigs. A screamer to McDonough. Couldn't tell if that short hopped him or hit off the heel of his glove, but either way, he couldn't come up with it. Taking a look at the replay here, McIntosh. Yeah, I think that short hopped on McDonough. That was going to be a really tough play. Probably would have had Cairo at 3rd base as well. So run scores for the IronPigs, and it's 5-3 here in the 4th. Pitch home to Robert Moore, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Moore grounded to second, his first time up. Switch hitter batting left. 1-0 pitch. Humongous hack trying to tie things. Comes up empty. 1-1. Paul McIntosh continues to swing a hot bat here. Homered earlier in the series. He's now 5 for 15 this week with 3 RBIs. 1-1 home, down and in on Robert Moore. Ball 2. 4 straight base runners for the Pigs. Walk, single, triple, single. Infield to the pole side for Moore. Shortstop McDonough right up the middle. McIntosh barely a lead at first. Anderson sent to the plate. Moore swings through a fastball. 2-2. Got a good one to hit there. Moore with a homer yesterday, now with 5 here this season. Pigs down 2, bottom 4. 2-2. Off the plate with a fastball. Full count. Anderson now at 59 pitches, surpassing what he threw on Tuesday. This season, he's been limited pretty well. He's only thrown as many as 76 pitches. So I'm kind of surprised the Woo Sox bullpen has not had any stirring yet. The payoff coming. Swing and a miss. Slider up, might have chased. Moore down on strikes, and a big strikeout for Jack Anderson. He finally gets his 2nd out of the inning here. Brings up Dylan Carlson. 7th man to hit here in the 4th, a 9-hole hitter. Struck out his first time up. He's got 4 homers this year. Last Sunday at home, he homered in the 9th against Rochester to help spark that 9th inning rally. It's the tying run at the plate in the 4th. Pitch home, Carlson swings. It's a slow roller towards second to his right. Chang picks it, sets the feet, throws to first in time to get Carlson and the inning over. But the Pigs do score 3 times. Big blow, the Christian Cairo 2-run triple. We go to the 5th. 5-3, Iron Pigs trail here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Has been part of the Lehigh.
Once again, here's Simon.
Life-sustaining products we manufacture right here in
That is 115, 116, 117.
United States.
You're in it. Surprise. We got Ross the Blue Belt. Aaron for Ben Taylor. Matthew. Ross the Blue 115. Aaron for 116. Matthew. 117. So, next average, that's the one. Handle the pitch boy. Hold down the diaper. Of course, going on that like products. These are the ways. And then check the water. Somebody might look on that. You got it? Ready? Keep going. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's good. I didn't want to know that. Here it is. Coming back for our first set of games. 3 by Worcester, 3 respected there. Good work by Matthew. Quickly getting back into this. And still up in first base. Going down to right.
Listening to the Pigs Radio Network.
Top of the 5th, we've got a ball game. Iron Pigs now trailing the Woo Sox 5-3. 2-run triple for Christian Cairo, Paul McIntosh, an RBI single. And the Pigs finally getting to Jack Anderson here, who had cruised through the first 3 innings. So Colby Allard, now 3rd time through the order, will try to keep the Woo Sox at bay here. Has given up 5 runs, but only 1 of them earned to this point. First pitch to Braden Ward, he shows bunt, drops down a doozy down the 3rd base side. Kemp charges bare hands, throw to first on target, but it's late. Ward able to leg it out, and that is just what the IL leader in stolen bases does. Perfect bunt down the line. There's a non-zero chance Otto could let that roll and see if it'll take off a rock and go foul maybe, but yeah, there's not a whole lot you're going to be able to do. So Ward at first, and this will become a cool cat and mouse game because Colby is one of the best practitioners of holding runners on at first base. The very good pickoff move. Working quickly here, misses just outside to Vinny Capra. Capra started the scoring in this one with a solo homer back in first. Supplied out to left. Ward at first, hasn't stolen a base in a couple of games now, and now Allard will use one of his disengagements, just stepping off here. Ward 32 for 35 stealing bases. He leads first, 5-3, Woo Sox lead top of the 5th. Allard with a throw over, and Ward belly flops back to back. Back when Allard was with the Iron Pigs in 2024, early in the season, he actually got called for a balk, which precipitated the ejection of Iron Pigs manager Anthony Contreras. Pitch home, runner goes, and Capra crushes it deep down the left field line, hooking towards the pole. It is a foul ball, just barely. So a couple of close calls there because Ward had second base stolen pretty easily. Capra nearly with his 2nd homer of the game here. Ball and a strike on Vinny Capra. Pitch home, Ward runs, and Capra shoots it the other way through the vacant right side and into right field for a base hit. Ward even slid into second, but he pops up immediately and will advance to 3rd. No chance of a play there. First tour board for the Woo Sox in the 5th. Man of the corners, nobody out, and Christian Campbell coming up. Them's the breaks for the Pigs. Cutter up and in on Capra, just punches it the other way. If Moore isn't having to cover second, maybe that ends up even being a double play ball. but well executed by the Woos Ox. First and third, nobody out. Pigs will play the infield back here and see the run for hopefully a pair of outs. Christian Campbell hits, reached on an error his last time up, and Allard misses way high with a fastball. Allard at just 63 pitches now. There's nobody up in the IronPigs bullpen. Like we mentioned, he did work. He's only working on a full week of rest, so it's not like he's that rusty. 1-0 pitch. Campbell swings, fouls it back to the top of the net. So there's no reason to think Colby can't complete 5 innings today, but it's more about how the Phillies view the immediate future for Colby, whether or not they feel like they might need him sooner rather than later. If they're going to put him on a 5-day rotation cycle, you don't want to tax him too much. Capra at first, Ward at third. Nobody out in the 5th. 1-1 Campbell. Allard targets the outside corner, shaves the edge. 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Christian Campbell. He reached on the error back in the 3rd that extended that inning for Jason DeLay's bases clearing double. 1-2, swing and a miss. Fastball up, Campbell chases immediately, slams his bat on the ground. Frustrated, snapping in half. 5th strikeout for Colby Allard. Brings up the catcher, Jason DeLay for the Woos Ox. Allard hung a fastball to him, and he split left center field alley, clearing the bases for 3 runs back in the 3rd. First pitch, cutter, it's on the inside corner, 0-1. Pigs leave the infield back, although Kemp now does come closer towards the 3rd base bag, maybe even with it. Pigs have not rolled 2 yet. Capra could lead at first, Allard to the plate. DeLay takes, it's high and away. DeLay just about a square stance at the plate, hands held low, throw over the first, Capra's picked off, Anthony has it, throws down to second, airmails the throw, Cairo backs it up though, and hucks it to the plate quickly to keep Ward at 3rd base. That's the 2nd time this season that Anthony has sailed the throw to second on a pickoff play at first. Again, it's backed up by Cairo, very heads up by Christian, knowing to back up second base there in case of the bad throw. And Ward somehow able to throw on the brakes quickly enough that he didn't get caught in a pickle at the plate. So Capra does get credit for the stolen base there. Infield will come in. 1-1 on DeLay. The pitch home. Allard misses up and away to in. Matt Thice on deck. RBI double his last time up if Allard would rather have a lefty at the plate. 5-3 Woo Sox in the 5th. The 2-1. DeLay swings, fouls it back up towards us in the press box. Rattle around in the suite level. 2-2. Allard got the strikeout of Campbell and now digging deep, trying to get it back-to-back Ks here. Pitch home, DeLay swings, lifts a fly ball shallow center. Carlson coming in, lines it up, makes the catch. Ward tagging from 30, he's coming to the plate. The throw home from Carlson kicks off the mound. It'll be up the first base side. Ward scores with the slide. Sac fly and RBI for Jason DeLay. He's driven in 4 today. Capra stays at second, and it's 6-3 Worcester in the top of the 5th. And that ball just ended up barely deep enough that Ward could score basically no question. And I think Colby wanted that curveball down just a little bit more. DeLay was kind of able to get out in the front foot and just get under it. Still a runner in scoring position. Woo Sox get one back. Lead by 3 in the 5th. Matt Thice, an RBI double his last time up. Big swing at the first pitch, and he fouls it back. I don't know if it'll hold true today, but at least earlier in the week, Thice has had a pretty big contingent of friends and family. Somewhat local kid out of Jackson, New Jersey, went to Jackson Memorial High School before going to the University of Virginia, where he was a first-round pick of the Angels, 16th overall in 2016. Strike one coming. Allard misses down low in the dirt. McIntosh blocks it. Allard, a longing gaze out towards center field. Now toes the rubber, ball in his bare hand, glove against the chest. 1-1 on Matt Theis. 2 outs, man at second, and Allard misses down and away. It squeezes by McIntosh and goes to the backstop. Up to third goes Capra. I think that'll probably be a wild pitch. I don't know if that bounced on Paul. Yeah, it did bounce. McIntosh tried to backhand that, and it just squeaked under his glove. Hopefully a bit of a moot point with 2 outs here in the inning, but it seems like every small thing that the Pigs have not been able to do today, the Blue Sox have been able to capitalize on. 2-1, down to the dirt. McIntosh working hard, able to block that with the chest. Today, the final day of the first half of the International League schedule, and Rochester and Memphis both come into the day. The only 2 teams alive for the first half title. Rochester holds their own destiny. If they win, they are the first half champs, while Memphis needs a Rochester loss in their own win here. 3-1, Theis takes a fastball on the inside corner, 3-2. And early, Rochester starting an hour ahead of Memphis. Red Wings trail Toledo 5-2 in the top of the 5th. While Memphis with 5 in the bottom of the first lead Nashville 5-0. So right now, Memphis is your first half champion. Of course, things can change. Rochester has had a way of comebacks here in the first half. 3-2, Theis with a hard ground ball, fair, inside the first base bag, down the right field line. It'll squeeze inside the sidewall, go all the way into the right field corner. Theis booking it around second. He's trying for 3. The relay from Moore to Kemp at third is late. The feet first line, Matt Theis with an RBI triple makes it 7-3 Worcester in the 5th. Second RBI of the day for Theis, his second extra base hit, double, and now a triple. And the Woo Sox continue to take advantage. Plate 2 here in the 5th. Out to the mound goes the Pigs pitching coach Phil Kandari. Have a chat with Allard while the Pigs bullpen to maybe get somebody up. It's now 5 2-out RBIs today for the Woo Sox. 2 for Theis, 3 for Delay. Colby Allard's return here for the Pigs has not gone as swimmingly as I think he had hoped for. Now, 5 of the 7 runs or 4 of the 7 are unearned today. Pigs are getting Evan Gates up. Pigs do activate the bullpen now. Runner at third, 2 outs. Batter is Tyler McDonough. Switch hitter batting right, it's 0 for 2. Allard loses command of a cutter. This is high and away with the first pitch out of the mound visit. 1 ball and no strikes. Outfield straight away, infield straight up. 1-0 to McDonough. It's on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. McDonough with a good game last night. 2 for 3, a double, an RBI, and a walk. 1-1. Change up down below the knees, off the plate. Ball 2. Two 2-1. Fastball nibbles the outside corner. 2-2. Allard now at 81 pitches. '73's last time out. Season high is 89. That came back on June the 9th. 2-2 on Tyler McDonough, the pitch. Swings and chops the curveball foul into the IronPigs dugout. 2-2 on McDonough. 2 home for the Woo Sox. In the 5th, and before the pitch, Allard gonna step off here and reset. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Theis at third, the pitch home. McDonough swings and misses. Fastball up, gets him to chase. 6th punch out of the day for Colby in the inning over. But the Woo Sox do get 2 of the 3 runs back. take a 7-3 lead. We go bottom 5, halfway home. Iron Pigs trail here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Tonight, St. Paul hosting Omaha, and at 5:05, Durham hosting Jacksonville. As we head to the home half of the 5th inning, Iron Pigs trailing the Blue Sox 7-3. Here's Sam Jelinek.
Thank you, Connor. Like you mentioned, halfway through this ball game, Iron Pigs trail the Blue Sox 7-3. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. It was a good fourth for the Pigs, putting up 3 to make it a 2-run game, but they give 2 of those runs right back. Blue Sox now up 7-3. Top of the order due up for the Pigs against Jack Anderson for the Blue Sox. Stays on here to face Dylan Moore. The first pitch slider is in for strike. Moore singled. First hit of the day for the Pigs back in the 3rd inning. Tanner Banks warming up out in the bullpen for the Pigs. Will be his Lehigh Valley debut. 0-1 slider misses down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. That was the first time that Banks has been optioned down to the minors by the Phillies since he was traded for at the 2024 deadline. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dylan Moore. The windup from Anderson, first base side, delivers home. Slider just down low. It's ball 2, but DeLay's going to challenge this. And DeLay's going to get this one right. Call on the field is overturned, so the Blue Sox retain the challenge. Both teams have been successful on all of their challenges to this point. 1-2 on Dylan Moore. Infield to the pull side, outfield straight away and deep. 1-2. Moore lifts it in the air down the right field side, slicing towards the seats, and will end up about 10 rows back. One and 2 on Dylan Moore to begin the 5th. Iron Pigs looking for a series win here. They have not had a series win. A little bit of time. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Splitter down and away. Moore comes up empty. 4th strikeout for Anderson in the first out here in the 5th. Pigs split with Scranton Wilkes-Barre last week. Dropped 4-6 to Rochester. Their last series win came at the end of May against the Buffalo Bisons. Took 4 of 6 in Buffalo. Here's Felix Reyes, 1 out, nobody on. First pitch slider down and away. Felix tempted, but he lays off. Series wins have been few and far between to this point for the Pigs. Happened when you're 5 games under. 1-0 pitch. Reyes takes. It's outside. Ball 2. On the whole this year, the Pigs 4-6-2 in series. It's actually identical home and road, 2-3-1 in both sites. 2-0 on Felix, 0 for 2 here today. Winds up from Anderson, delivers. Felix caught flat-footed, swings and misses. Slider down and away, chased it. One out, base is empty. Pigs down 7-3, bottom 5, the 2-1. Felix out ahead of another slider, comes up empty. 2-2. It's been a while since the Pigs had a series win here at home. Got to go all the way back to April. Took 4 of 6 from Durham to end the year. The Pigs had a pair of series wins here at home. Although one of them a truncated series. That was the 3-game sweep of Toledo to begin the year. 2-2. Slider down and away. Felix learned the lesson. Able to resist temptation. Runs the count full now. 3-2 on Felix Reyes. Anderson has given up 2 walks, 4 hits. Payoff coming. Felix swings. It's a hard ground ball to short. On the hop, McDonough able to scoop it. Sets the feet on target throw to first. Gets Reyes. 2 gone here in 5th.
Number 7, Otto Kemp.
2 outs and nobody on for Otto Kemp. Otto, not quite a father yet, but a special Father's Day for him. He and his wife announcing, maybe a month or 2 ago now. First pitch to Otto. This is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. That he and his wife are expecting their first child, I believe in September. So congrats to the Kemp family. I can talk about this now since it's past the point. But a couple months back when Otto first got here, I think it was around Mother's Day. 1-0. Kemp swings and misses. 1-1. Just walking by the bat rack. Otto was there and was grabbing one of his bats or whatever. And I saw he had the pink and blue bats, and we weren't quite at Mother's Day yet. So I was like, "Oh, are you doing a gender reveal?" So going to help a friend out by bringing the bat to the plate that would be the gender of their child. 1-1. This is up and in, ball 2, and he gave me this really quizzical look, like I had somehow figured something out that I wasn't supposed to know. And I finally explained, and he said, "Oh no, no, it's just for Father's Day and Mother's Day coming up." 2-1. Kemp swings, breaks his bat, slow roller out to shortstop, charging at McDonough, collects, throws to first, and it's just in time to get Kemp and end the inning. Anyways, Otto thought that I had somehow discerned that he and his wife were already expecting because they hadn't even announced yet. Nope, just dumb luck on my part. We go to the 6th at 7-3 Worcester here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
First Commonwealth Federal Credit Union presents the Daddy Cam. Let's see the best dads out there. There you go, Dad, give it away. All right, who's up next? Happy Father's Day.
Riverview Country Club is settled on the city of Delaware. Just 2 miles over east of Forest Township. Riverview's 18-hole championship golf course has established itself as one of the area's premier public golf facilities. Riverview offers fully accessible space for golfers on all levels. Course with bent grass landing areas and grass fairways. Its consistent great course conditions and beautiful panoramic views make Riverview a play first class. Riverview Country Club has a pro shop that is well stocked with the latest golf equipment. Continue working sharp and safe. Also boasts the beautiful bank facility that is next week. Information on course and season passes. Tee time call 610-559-9700 and 610-559-9700. Visit them at riverviewcountryclub.com. That's riverviewcountryclub.com. Facing a major Riverview Country Club facility in the area. You're listening to the IronPigs Radio Network.
Top of the 6th, IronPigs trail the Woo Sox by 4, 7-3. As we go to the top of the 6th, Tanner Banks takes over the mound for fellow lefty Colby Allard. Colby making his IronPigs 2026 debut. Just like Banks, goes 5 innings, gives up 7 runs, only 3 earned though. 8 hits, no walks, and 6 strikeouts. Some good, some bad for Colby. Love the no walks, got a lot of swing and miss, 6 punch outs. Just the 4-run 3rd inning after the Kemp error, unable to get out of that with no damage. Obviously ends up being difference here. So Tanner Banks takes over. We'll have 3 lefties due up, 7, 8, and 9. First pitch to Sung Chae Chang. It's a fastball down the middle, 0-1. Banks just optioned by the Phillies after he had spent every day since he'd been acquired by the Phillies at the 2024 trade deadline on the Phillies' active roster. Lefty from a high set, lifts the leg, 0-1, sinker, outside corner, 0-2. Been a tough campaign this year for Tanner after being one of the most often used and most trusted left-handed relievers for the Phillies last year, especially in the wake of Jose Alvarado's suspension. 0-2. Chang fouls it back. Banks, 26 games this year, 0-4 with a 5.86 ERA, 27 2/3 innings, 31 strikeouts, 13 walks. 0-2 again. Chang checks the swing, sweeper off the plate. Banks, 6'1", 205-pound lefty. Originally drafted by the White Sox out of Utah. It's in their minor league system for a good long while. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slow sweeper down and away. Chang a bad chase. Windmills away at it. Banks' first batter faced as an Iron Pig is a strikeout. With Allard and Banks both making their debuts today, that now makes 38 different pitchers that the Iron Pigs have used this year and 59 different players in total. Past couple of years, the average number of guys that we've used in a campaign has risen, typically settling at least around the 75 mark. First pitch heater to Nathan Hickey is outside. 1-0 on Hickey, singled in the third and flew out to left in the fourth. 1-0 pitch, Hickey off the hands, fouls it back. 7-3 Woo Sox, top of the sixth. They have a lefty up in their bullpen, Tyler Sanamiego, getting loose. 1-1, Hickey, another foul ball. Back over the screen, up into the sweets, and it'll carry him back down, landing in the lower bowl. The 1-2. Down and away. Fastball missing. 2-2. Max Ferguson on deck. Banks, key part of the Phillies bullpen last year. Made a career high 69 appearances. 2-2. Hickey lifts a high fly ball. Not too deep out to left center. Reyes and Carlson over. It'll be the left fielder. Sauntering under it. Makes the catch. Hickey retired, and there's two gone in the sixth. Bangs had a career best 10 holds, a 1.01 whip, only walked 4.5% of hitters, making his second opening day roster, including his second straight. So he made the White Sox opening day roster in 2024. Here's Max Ferguson, 2 outs, bases empty, swings to the first pitch off the end of the bat, floats a soft liner into shallow center. That's down for a base hit. So Max Ferguson, a 2-out single, keeps the sixth going for the top of the order in Braden Ward. Ward having a nice day at the plate. The Woo Sox leadoff man singled in scoring in the third and the fifth. Banks works from the first base side of the mound, mostly sinker and sweeper. Kicks the leg up, delivers home, fastball just below the knees. Called a ball, but Paul McIntosh going to challenge this. Pigs do have 2 challenges left. Pigs have won their first already here today, and the second they will lose. It is down low on Braden Ward. Call confirms, 1 ball, no strikes. Two outs in the sixth. Iron Pigs down 7-3. Banks fires home to Ward. Fastball right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. It looks like Samaniego will take over on the mound when we go bottom 6. So it'll be a bullpen game here on out for both sides. Ward at open stance. The runner goes. The 1-1's taken for a strike. McIntosh will throw to second. It's going to be late. It's too good of a jump by Ferguson. Paul, a pretty good throw. Does have couple caught ceilings this week, but Ferguson going first movement off of Banks, steals his second bag of the season. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. 1-2 on Braden Ward. Tanner Banks making his Iron Pigs debut here on Father's Day. Tanner, along with Dylan Moore, both had a chance to catch first pitches from their kids on the field prior to the game today. Very cute moment. High set, the red glove, looks back to second, the 1-2. Swing and a miss, fastball up, Ward chases it. He's down on strikes and the inning over. So Banks, pair of punch-outs, leaves a man in scoring position. We go bottom six, it's 7-3 Worcester here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Five-star customer service.
Bottom of the sixth, Iron Pigs down 4 here on Father's Day. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Keaton Anthony leads it off for the Pigs against the new arm on the mound. Tyler Samaniego for the Blue Sox takes over for Jack Anderson, who is in line for the victory. Anderson, just one blemish, a 3-run fourth. Gives up 3 runs today on 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts over 5 innings of work. Samaniego, second appearance of the week. Got the win back on Tuesday, throwing a 1 scoreless inning. Samaniego, a left-handed pitcher, 6'4", 219 pounds, delivers the plate. Pitch to Anthony, misses up and away. Keaton 0 for 1, walked and scored to begin the rally back in the 4th. Blue Sox 7 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Samaniego, third base side to the plate. Anthony, big swing and a miss. Pigs 3 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error to this point. Costly error in the 3rd, allowing 4 unearned runs to score for the Blue Sox. Difference in the game right now. 1-1, Anthony beaten to the punch. Fastball gets by him on the inside corner. 1-2. Samaniego, high leg kick, the southpaw deals. Anthony swings and misses, fastball up, chased it. 3 straight whiffs from Keaton against Samaniego. That's a strikeout. Samaniego just optioned back to Worcester back on June 4th. Acquired by Boston along with Johan Oviedo and Adonis Guzman. Part of the deal that sent Justinson Garcia down to the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch home to Brian De La Cruz, big rip, fouls it back. De La Cruz, a base hit his last time up, ambushed a 3-0 fastball and hooked it into left. Pigs trying to give the sold-out crowd something to cheer about here. Been engaged and in tune with this ball game. 0-1, De La Cruz clubs a high fly ball, deep left center field. Back it goes, Campbell to the track, has room though, in front of the new car ad, deepest part of the yard. Power alley, and De La Cruz just comes up short. Cutter just got barely in enough on his hands. 2 gone in the 6th. Off the bat, I think De La Cruz thought he might have had it. The wind's blowing out, it might have gotten there. Actually, that is not Christian Campbell left, now that I look at it. That's Alan Castro. First pitch to Christian Cairo. This is down and away. So for reasons unknown to us, Christian Campbell has come out of the game. 1-0 pitch. Cairo looks at a fastball on the outside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Campbell has not missed a plate appearance. So this must have, yeah, this happened just here at the start of the inning. 1-1. Cairo takes in the dirt. Ball 2. Yeah, there's no other substitution, so it was straight up Castro in for Campbell. Outfield otherwise remains the same. Ferguson in center and Ward in right. Cairo looks at a sinker, down off the plate. Cairo on base twice today, walked in the 2nd, and then a 2-run triple in the 4th. Three balls, 1 strike. Samaniego delivers home. Cairo takes down and in. It's ball 4, but the catcher delay is going to challenge this. Thinks that might have nipped underside of the knees. And upon review, the call in the field is overturned. Barely. Just barely got a small bit of real estate. Very bottom of the zone there. So it's 3-2 on Cairo. Samaniego still a chance for a 1-2-3-6. 7-3 Woo Sox. Cairo before the 3-2 will call time and step out. Christian all decked out for Father's Day. Baby blue bats, batting gloves, and arm sleeve. Samaniego set. The payoff. Cairo off the hands, floats it out to shallow right. Ward, though, positioned perfectly, will get to the spot to make the catch. Retire Cairo, and the inning over. Pigs down in order. We're on to the 7th. 7-4 Woo Sox here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
No, seriously, every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough, always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 different ingredients. And now, our dough can save you when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with 1 or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
Please help the Iron Pigs to keep it close apart. Don't cute department for weather. Coming down to the track, so your customers up. Please take a moment to deposit your new track. Thank you for helping the keep it close apart. Beautiful. Drew Daddy Burke in the rack. Iron Pigs class for your party. I want to remind you that all alcohol will keep at the conclusion of the session and ask that you always drink responsibly.
Top of the 7th on Father's Day. It's the Iron Pigs trailing the Woo Sox. 7-3. Sam Jolly with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. Mitch Noonborn takes over on the mound for Tanner Banks. Banks, his Iron Pigs debut, a scoreless 6 with a pair of punch-outs. Noonborn takes over. It's his 2nd appearance of the week through a scoreless inning back on Wednesday night. 2 walks, inherited some runners, left some aboard. Lou Trevino got him out of the jam after. He'll have 2, 3, and 4 due up. Vinny Capra leads things off. Capra, nice game. Homered in the 1st, singled, stole a base in the 5th. Right-handed hitter, first pitch home. Noonborn misses up high with a fastball. third appearance of the year for Mitch as he started the year on the injured list. Rehabbed, was activated by Reading, and now here with the IronPigs. Right-handed pitcher, 6 foot tall, 190-pound Australian. Kicks the leg, delivers home, and Capra swings through a splitter. 1 ball and 1 strike. Noonborn 2 innings so far, has allowed 1 unearned run on 2 hits, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. Noonborn delivers home. Capra waits out the splitter this time, but hits a smash right to Otto Kemp at third. Picks it on the backhand, throws to first. In time to get Capra 1 out. Mitch, I'm sure, very happy to celebrate Father's Day. His parents, not gotten to meet them, but I have seen them around the ballpark. I haven't seen them around this year, but years past I've seen them making the trip, wearing Noonborn jerseys. Here's Alan Castro, first plate appearance of the day for him. Swings the first pitch and fouls it off. Castro replaced Christian Campbell in left field. Bottom of the 6th. Castro with a double and a solo homer last night. 6th homer of the year for him. Switch hitter batting left, 0-1 splitter. Slips out of Noonborn's hands. It's up high. Cool thing about baseball and Father's Day, we mentioned coming to the ballpark on Father's Day just feels like a pastime. And for so many of us, our dads were integral in our fandom and love of this beautiful game. You know, for me, my dad played a very special part. 1-1, a splitter down the middle, 1-2. Not so much my dad even just introducing me to the game, but for me, fostering and nurturing my own growth within the game of baseball, dealing with the long drives to practice, crisscrossing the country for games. 1-2. Castro hooks it deep down the right field line and towards the corner. It's going to hit off the sidewall. Foul ball. 1-2. Answering any questions I had, helping me become a Phillies fan, understanding what it meant to be a Phillies fan. You know, all those little interactions and things that times that he might have been too tired to play catch. 1-2. This is up and away, 2-2. He still went down on the knee and would catch for me. He was too tired to talk shop, talk fantasy baseball, the Phillies or whatever. He still did it. Listen to my crazy ramblings about the game of baseball. The 2-2. Across the shoe tops, Castro, 3-2. So while on Mother's Day, I love to give a shout out to my mom, on Father's Day, I do the same for my dad. Except this time I know that they're not listening, sadly. 3-2. Castro off the hands, a worm burner towards Kemp at third, and it's going to be by him on a dive into left for a base hit. Tough play for Otto, playing off the line, had to dive to his left, and Castro will punch it by off his hands. A lot of spin on that. Didn't hit it terribly hard, but hit it in the right spot. It's a 1-out single here with Jason DeLay coming up next. Parents are actually on the excursion other side of the world in Croatia right now. So they're tuning in at what I think would be like midnight local time in Croatia. Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you. On the off chance that you're not listening, I'll tell you when you get back. First pitch to DeLay is on the outside corner of 1-1. I hear quite a few phone calls in the clubhouse earlier today of guys calling their dads or their own kids on Father's Day. Get the message in before today's game. Castro, good lead at first. Noonborn high light kick, the 0-1. And DeLay punches it down the right field side. That's down for a base hit, going towards the corner. Cut off by De La Cruz. DeLay trying for second. The throw from De La Cruz will go to the cutoff man. And DeLay in at second with his second double of the day. Castro over to third base, and the Woo Sox threatening to blow this one open here. Leading 7-3 in the 7th. Have second and third, just 1 out. And Matt Theis coming up next. DeLay with the bases clearing double back in the 3rd. It's now added another double here in the 7th. And the IronPigs down 4 runs. Don't really have a choice but to bring the infield in here. Left-handed hitting Theis. Takes the first pitch splitter. Floats way high. That splitter is off for Noonborn. It is in trouble for him on the mound. Goes to the back of the bump and wipes his hand in dirt. Grabs the rosin bag. Maybe a little sweaty. 1-0 pitch. Backdoor slider on the corner. Devin Sweet, former Pig, warming up out in the bullpen, will be next for the Woo Sox. Theis, back-to-back RBI hits. RBI double in the third, RBI triple in the fifth. Pitch home is down the dirt, blocked by McIntosh. Runners stay put. Two and one on Matt Theis. Infield in for the Pigs. Second and third, one out. Pitch home, and Theis takes a fastball right there on the outside corner. Can't pull the trigger. 2-2. Theis, an open stance from the left side, hands held low. The 2-2. Slider down and in. Full count. Swing and a miss. Fastball up, gone to chase. Noonborn, huge strikeout. Sits down Theis. First strikeout of the year for Mitch Noonborn. Not a bad time for it. Two outs. Two in scoring position still for Tyler McDonough. He's 0 for 3 today. That was against Colby Allard, batting right-handed. McDonough back to the left side here against Mitch Noonborn from the belt. First pitch home, way out in front of the splitter. Swings and misses, 0-1. Pigs already down 7-3 here in the top of the seventh. Woo Sox trying to blow this open. Two in scoring position, two outs. The 0-1 splitter misses up high. Castro at third base. Delay at second. Pitch home, McDonough swats it high in the air, moderately deep left center field. Reyes tracking back into the alley, calls off Carlson, and makes the catch himself in front of the warning track to retire McDonough and end the inning. Noonborn pitches out of the jam, leaves two in scoring position to go to the bottom of the seventh. It's time to stretch. Pigs down 7-3 here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This summer, declare your independence from Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale is here. Cooling mattresses starting at just $6.99. Plus, for a limited time, save $1,000 on select mattresses and pay 0% interest for 60 months. That's 5 full years interest-free on better sleep this summer. Don't sweat it another night. Freedom from hot sleep starts today at Ashley Stars and Stripes mattress sale. Shop more Stars and Stripes deals in-store or at ashley.com.
Stop smoking. Alex Goen patented hypnosis.
Hey, Steve, man, you heard the commercial?
IronPigs Baseball, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America, on Fox Sports Radio 94.7 FM, 12:30 a.m., and streaming at LVFoxSports.com.
Hope you got a good stretch in. We go to the bottom of the seventh. IronPigs trail the Woo Sox 7-3 here in the series and first half finale. Devin Sweet takes over the mound for the Woo Sox, replacing Tyler Samaniego. Samaniego with a 1-2-3-6. Strikes out one. Sweet, second appearance of the week. The Pigs dealt him a loss earlier this week, back on Thursday. Former Iron Pig gave up 2 runs on 3 hits McIntosh, not a pair of 18. 5'11", 183-pound righty, 29 years old. Four-seamer, changeup, slider, and a cutter. Faces 7, 8, and 9 here. Paul McIntosh leads off against him. The first pitch, Sweet's just a little high. Slider. Paul is 1 for 2 today. Singled home run back in the fourth. Pigs, all 3 runs coming back in the fourth. Zeros on the other side of it. 1-0. Sweet, fastball on the outside corner. Ball and strike. Evan Gates throwing in the IronPigs bullpen. Once again here, warmed up earlier. He'll come on for the 8th in place of Mitch Noonborn. 1-1 changeup floats down the dirt. Ball 2. Pigs need base runners. Just got to cut into this deficit. 3 runs in the fourth made it a 5-3 game, but the Woo Sox immediately with 2 in the top of the 5th. McIntosh swings through a high fastball. 2-2. Woo Sox have led 7-3 ever since. The Pigs really haven't threatened that 4-run lead at all. In fact, since the end of the 4th inning, Pigs scored 3 runs. They haven't had a base run. 2-2. Down and away with a changeup. After scoring their 3rd run of that inning, next 2 were retired, and 8 in a row have been sat down by Woo Sox pitcher. McIntosh was the last man to reach with his base hit. The 3-2. Paul pops up the changeup, shallow center, going out. Chang, the second baseman, has it in his sights. Turns chest to the plate, and it makes the catch. Nice play by Chang. It's always a tricky one out in shallow center. Kind of race over your shoulder, but he was able to find where it was going to land. He could kind of square up to the plate. Make that easier play. One out, nobody on for Robert Moore. Moore, another guy who is a part of a baseball lineage with a baseball dad. Moore's dad, Dayton. First pitch, Moore fouls it back. One-time leader of the Kansas City Royals. President of Baseball Ops. Helped lead them to the 2015 World Series. Switch hitter, batting left, Sweet, the righty to the plate, misses down and in. Cutter. (7-3) Woo Sox. Bottom 7. Infield pull side. 1-1 pitch. Moore swings and out in front, hooks the changeup into the seats down the right field side. 1-2. Phillies won't be playing until later tonight. They got flexed into the Sunday night baseball game on NBC. 1-2. Moore swings and hits in the air to center field. Freezing at first is Ferguson, now a couple of steps back. Gets the spot, makes the catch. Moore retired, 2 outs. Phillies with a huge win over the Mets last night. Kyle Schwarber, 3 homers. Bryce Harper hitting for the cycle. And Harper's cycle brought out quite a few, well, I'll call them non-ball numbers on social media, arguing that Harper's triple should not have been scored a triple, which is absolute malarkey. There is no world in which it is not a triple. First pitch home to Dylan Carlson. He checks his swing and grounds it foul. First base side 0-1. All of those who are saying it's not a triple because, well, if the Mets threw it to third, he would have been out for a mile. By a mile. Doesn't matter. As long as Harper rounded second base with the intent to go to third, whether or not the Mets were going to throw the baseball home, he is credited with a triple. Because the Mets didn't throw to third, they couldn't throw him out. That's not Harper's fault. 0-1. Carlson swings and misses. 0-2. Baseball scoring hates dealing in theoreticals. Only deals in what happens. Harper, we know for a fact, was rounding second, going to third even before the Mets were throwing the baseball home. The fact that the throw went home is irrelevant. 0-2. It's way high. Ball 2 strikes. Had the Mets thrown to third and Harper been tagged out, then yeah. Or had he been caught in a rundown or whatever, but the Mets threw home instead. Harper did not stop at second and then advanced to third when the throw went home. He was going to third the whole time. Pitch to Carlson, he swings and pops it up. Right on top of the plate, could be a tough one. Catcher delay, off with the mask, gets under it. About 5 feet in front of the plate, makes the catch, and the inning over. 3 up, 3 down again for the Pigs. Woo Sox pitching's retired 11 straight. We go to the 8th, 7-3 Worcester. Here are the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Can we go? That's not going to convince anyone. Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people are excited, some are skeptical. But this is going to convince you that Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste because the only thing that will make you believe that is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Thank you, Connor. Like you mentioned, IronPigs trailing the Woo Sox 7-3 as we go to the 8th. Evan Gates takes over the mound for the Pigs. Mitch Noonborn, a scoreless 7th, working around a couple base hits, leaves pair in scoring position. Gates' second appearance of the week. He took a tough loss earlier this week in his IronPigs debut. That was back on Wednesday night. Pitched the 10th, gave up 3 runs, 2 earned on 3 hits. Evan was thrown into a really tough spot. A, first appearance coming in extras of a tie game, and B, he was actually pitching back-to-back nights. He had thrown the night prior for Reading. The Pigs in need of a fresh arm, brought him up. And going back-to-back, it's a tough thing to do, and unfortunately did not end well. First pitch to Sung Chae Chang, takes a pitch up and away. Chang over 3 today, although he has torched the Pigs this week, hitless in the 7-run, 9-hit performance by the Woo Sox here today. 1-0, fastball down and away, ball 2. Chang, a pair of punch-outs, is also flied out to the left. Gates from the third base side, fires home, the fastball is way high and outside, ball 3. TV broadcast on Service Electric. Erstwhile sideline man Doug Heater is currently teaching a couple youngins how to tie a tie. 3-0 pitch. Gates misses up and away. It's a 4-pitch walk to Sung Chae Chang to begin the 8th. I know how to tie a tie. So I appreciate Doug teaching these fine folks who do not know. But I think back on it, I remember my dad teaching me once, and maybe watching a YouTube video a time or two. I remember it being a lot of trial and error. First pitch home to Nathan Hickey. Gates misses with his 5th straight out of the bullpen. It's down and in. Hickey 1 for 3, singled and scored, leading off the 3rd. But I never remember explicitly in a moment like being completely taught. I think part of the problem was 1-0. It's outside, ball 2. Whenever I needed to learn how to tie a tie, it was like the night of 7th grade dance or whatever. And I had like 20 minutes to go before I had to leave. So it wasn't like my dad could sit me down and really show it. It was, I'm going to do this for you, Sam, and you better remember. Throw over to first. Chang is back. Now, I've never learned how to tie a bow tie. That just seems a bridge too far for me. I'm more than happy with the clip bow ties. 2-0, gets the call, outside corner, 2-1. I'm not talking like clip onto the front, the ones that clasp in the back. Chang at first, slide step home, the 2-1. Hickey pops it up, back and into the crowd. 2-2. It's funny that ties became the symbolism of fatherhood. You know, that's what a dad passes on to their kid. 2-2. Spiked slider. Nice block by McIntosh in front. Couldn't find it for a moment, but recovers in time, and Chang stays put at first. For me, I more remember my dad teaching me how to ride a bike, teaching me how to catch and throw. I remember the first time we had to catch baseball, using the actual hard baseball as opposed to the soft one. 3-2, it's up and away. Ball forward to Nathan Hickey. Gates walks Chang. Back-to-back walks to begin the 8th. Brings up Max Ferguson. 2 on, nobody out. Remember him teaching me, how to throw, how to catch. We were making good progress. Catcher McIntosh can go out and have a word with Gates here, try to settle him in a little bit. He did not teach me the fact that you can turn the glove over for a backhand catch, when the ball's above your belt. So the first time he threw one that was a little bit higher, I tried to catch it, with palm still up to the sky, and it just drilled me in the mouth. And I remember bawling after that. Very quickly learned through pain that you have to turn the glove over. Pain is a very good educator. First pitch home to Ferguson. Gates, good cutter, outside corner. Ferguson out of the 9-hole, singled his last time up, 1 for 3 with a stolen base. Woo Sox have threatened to blow this game open, but they still lead by just 4 here. Left 2 on last inning. Have 2 on here, nobody out. Gates the 0-1. Ferguson fouls it back. 0-2. Woo Sox left a man in scoring position in the 6th. 2 in scoring position in the 7th. And also left a man in 3rd and 5th. Left a man in scoring position as well in the 3rd. It's been a lot of opportunity for the Woo Sox. They've capitalized on most of them. But really, they could have blown the Pigs out of the water by this point. 0-2. Ferguson, a hard ground ball towards the whole right side. That's going to sneak into right, a base hit. Around 3rd, here comes Chang to the plate. De La Cruz will throw it to 3rd. Keep Chang, or rather Hickey, at 2nd. Chang scores without a play. It's an RBI single for Max Ferguson. And the Woo Sox stretch their lead back out to 5. Lead at 8-3 here in the 8th. Ferguson with a 2-hit day now, 4th RBI of the season. The Woo Sox 2 in scoring, 2 on now still, 1st and 2nd. Nobody out for Braden Ward. He's already got a pair of hits today. Shows bunt on the first pitch. It's down and in. And did that hit him in the back foot? It did. Got him on the back foot, drew the bunt back, and gets hit by the pitch. Leads the league in hit by pitches. Just adds to it here. I believe that's his 15th. Bases are loaded. Brings up Vinny Capra. And we have seen the Pigs teeter on the brink of the Woo Sox boat racing them here, and down by 5 in the 8th. The bases loaded, nobody out. Woo Sox certainly have the opportunity to. Middle infield back, corners are in. The first pitch to Vinny Capra, misses up high. It's not like the Woo Sox have been awful with runners in scoring position. They are 4 for 12. 1-0 pitch. Capra swings, lifts a high fly ball, medium deep right center field. De La Cruz back, settles under it, makes the catch. He's going to fire it in towards 3rd to hold Ferguson at 2nd. Tagging from 3rd, coming in and scoring is Hickey. 2nd run of the inning. And the Woo Sox now their biggest lead of the game, up by 6 here in the top of the 8th. They lead 9-3. First and second, 1 out. Capra, 2nd RBI of the game. Alan Castro singled in place of Christian Campbell his last time up. Switch hitter will bat left-handed. Open stance, Gates black glove set the chest, fires home. Castro whiffs on a fastball. 0-1. Gates was having a solid year with AA Reading. 22 appearances, 31 innings, a 3.19 ERA, 30 strikeouts, 11 walks. Spent all of his career prior to this in the Giants organization. 0-1, fastball is outside, 1-1. Most of that with AA Richmond. And had some tastes of AAA with Sacramento, and each time it had not gone well. First and second, 1 out, 1-1. Castro, a worm burner out towards the right side, cut off by the first baseman Anthony on the backhand. Will throw overhand to Gates, covering at first. Get the out. Castro, second out of the 8th. Runners advance to second and third, respectively. Two in scoring position, 2 outs. Jason DeLay, the catcher, next. DeLay, 4 RBIs. Pair of doubles, sac fly on top of it. Blue Sox lead the most that they've led by today, 9-3 in the 8th. First pitch to DeLay, fastball runs in under his arms, lifts them out of the way, avoids getting hit. One-0 coming. DeLay gets under it, popped up. First base side, that's going to spin back out of play. Two runs home for the Woo Sox in the 8th. The 1-1, DeLay swings and misses. Cutter up and in. 1-2. Wyatt Olds warming up in the bullpen for the Woo Sox. He finished out the 8th inning yesterday after Kyle Keller left with an injury. Keller placed on the IL earlier today with right elbow inflammation. The 1-2. DeLay waits out the breaking ball and fouls it off. You can actually see his hips leaning forward there, kind of firing through the zone, keeping the hands back. Able to wait long enough to at least spoil that. Another 1-2 to Jason DeLay. Gates to the plate, spikes the breaking ball, blocked by McIntosh up the third base line. Ferguson stays put at third base. Two and 2 on Jason DeLay. 9-3 Woo Sox in the 8th. The 2-2 grounded foul towards the IronPigs dugout. Caroms off the netting down the third base line. Pigs don't rally here. It will be a series split. They will end the first half at 35-40. By my memory, that'll be the first time they will ever lose 40 games in a single half. Come close a couple of times. 2-2. DeLay barrels it up high in the air, deep right center, chasing Carlson back to the track in front of the wall. He'll straighten up as it bangs off the fence. Caroms over to De La Cruz in right center. He picks it up, fires towards third. DeLay on the move, and he's in with a feet first slide. It's a triple for Jason DeLay. Drives in 2 more, and it's 11-3 Worcester in the 8th. Jason DeLay, with 3 extra base hits, has now driven in 6. Second triple of the game for the Woo Sox. Scores Ward and Ferguson off the middle of the right center field fence. Inning started with a pair of walks, now 2 hits off of Gates with a hit by pitch. First one home to Matt Theis, misses. 4-run 8th for the Woo Sox, 11 runs now and 13 hits. And we talked about it earlier, the Pigs pitching had their way for the most part, keeping the Woo Sox bats at bay here. But it's exploded here on Sunday. 1-0 home, this is outside, ball 2. IronPigs getting another arm up out in the bullpen. Lou Trevino. Trying to get Gates through the 8th inning here. 2-0, Theis taking, it's down at the knees. Two-1. Theis spits on a fastball down and away. 3-1. 11-3 Woo Sox in the 8th. They've scored 4 times here. Gates to the plate. It's outside, ball 4 to Theis. He walks, and the Woo Sox will send their 9th man to the plate here in the 8th. Pitching coach Bill Condari will take a jog out to the mound. With Trevino now throwing out in the bullpen. Things are kind of coming to a head here in the first half title chase. Final day, and right now the picture looks kind of crystal clear with not a whole lot of drama to it. Toledo leads Rochester 8-2. That's in the top of the 8th with the Mud Hens with the bases loaded. Checking out the box score for Rochester, it looks like they had to go with a bullpen game today, which is, I mean, if you're the Nationals, I get at the end of the day, winning in playoffs aren't the end-all be-all of the minor leagues. As Kandari's going to be hit with a pitch clock violation for too long of a visit, so it'll be 1-0 when the at-bat begins with Tyler McDonough. But how do you leave your AAA team that has been bad for so many years now, first chance at a playoff spot with a win in, I think it's 15 years for Rochester? I think 2013 was the last time. First pitch to McDonough is up and away, ball 2. And you can't move a starter from AA, or at least a fresh arm or something. That doesn't really sit well with me. 2-0 on McDonough, 9th man to hit here in the 8th. Swings through the 2-0 pitch. 2-1. Now it doesn't help. Rochester's only scored twice here today, but they've had to go with Zach Kent to open for 3 innings. Eddie Jean, Cole Young, Cole Henry, and then Jack Sinclair. Maybe Kent is getting stretched out. Yeah, he is. Pitch home. McDonough hits a hard ground ball over the first base bag, and it kicks off the umpire. First baseman Austin Snow couldn't get out of the way. It careens into shallow right. A run will score, and it makes it 12-3 Worcester on the RBI single, deflecting off of the first base umpire Austin Snow. You don't see that every day. And basically what happens is you play the ball as it lies. Snow tried to hurdle the baseball and he just got plunked. So McDonough joins the action. That's his first hit. Drives in delay from third base. Theis moves up to second, and that's going to be all for Evan Gates. Only able to get 2 outs here in the 8th. Lou Trevino ready to go in the bullpen. He's going to come on here and try to put out the fire, but really smoldering at this point. IronPigs down 12-3. We got a pitching change. Back in 60 seconds here on the Pigs Radio Network. Presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
Basically,
The Dan Patrick Show.
you know, I have the odds for next year's NBA. Like, 2 teams have the best odds to win the title. It's the Spurs and the Thunder at plus 250.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. I love you and thank you for all the sacrifices you made. For my dad, also
We haven't had any
for
moves in the offseason
giving me
yet,
that
which is
tough
interesting. I
love
still
every
feel like the
single day.
Celtics are going to do
God also
something.
told me
I don't know what
what's
happens
due,
with
what's to
Giannis
happen, and having
and the
all
Spurs.
those conversations. So
Losing this
I'm
NBA
very,
Finals for
very cool, and I feel also
they do anything in the
blessed for having in
offseason.
my life. And I
De'Aaron
also
Fox is
know
now
this
moving
a
into
very,
his
very happy
3 year,
Father's Day.
Thanks for everything, Dad. Sacrificed a lot. Eternally grateful for everything.
The Dan Patrick Show.
And just want to thank you for everything.
Eastern, 6 Pacific on Fox Sports Radio.
You're listening to the IronPigs Radio Network.
Top of the 8th, Woo Sox lead the IronPigs now 12-3 as they've busted this one open. 5 have scored in the 8th. They have sent 9 to the plate. 10th will come to hit against Lou Trevino, who replaces Evan Gates. Gates, tough outing here on Father's Day. Gives up 5 runs, 3 hits, 3 walks, no strikeouts. Still responsible for the 2 runners on base. That's Theis and McDonough. As Trevino, who inherited a bases-loaded jam earlier this week in his only appearance on 17th, stranded all of those runners with an inning and 2/3 scoreless. Inherits 2 more runners here today. Will now have inherited this season 11 runners, and only 1 of them have scored. So not a bad job by Lou. He'll face Sung Chae Chang. Lou 3-0. They won 50 ERA. This is his 20th appearance this season. 28 strikeouts. 10 walks. 12-3 Woo Sox here in the series finale. First half finale, Woo Sox with the win will finish the first half above 500, while the Pigs had been looking for their first series win here at home since April. Sung Jae Chang is the hitter. Trevino the righty, fires home in the cutter. This is up high. Lou had a really good sit-down interview with our TV sideline reporter Doug Heater earlier this week, reminded of Lou's very infectious personality, very easygoing. 1-0 pitch. Chang pops it up. Out of play. Ball and a strike. Lou now a father of 2. His first son being born now a couple weeks back. Named him Lou Trevino IV, which means that Lou now on his nameplate is now wearing Lou Trevino III. Pretty special for Lou, especially when he came back and had the third on his back. 1-1. Chang flips it in the air down the third base side, slicing out of play. All 2 strikes. 12-3 Woo Sox, top of the 8th. 2 on, 2 out. Trevino trying to leave them aboard. The 1-2. Chang checks the swing, pitch in the dirt, peeled to third, and Austin Jones says he held on. Lou said it was really special that he didn't think originally he wanted to name his son Lou Trevino IV. 2-2. Fastball up and away. 3-2, but he said that was easy to say when his first child was born. It was a daughter. He didn't really have to think about it. Once he found out that their second kid was going to be a boy. 3-2, runners go. Chang takes a called strike 3. Beautiful cutter, outside corner. Trevino strikes him out looking and ends the inning. When Lou said he found out he didn't have a son, the tune changed pretty quick. We go bottom 8, 12-3 Worcester now, here on the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This is the herd to be considered with coca-cola.
Bottom of the 8th, IronPigs down a bundle here on Father's Day. It's 12-3 Worcester as they played 5 at the top of the 8th. White Olds takes over on the mound for the Woo Sox, replacing Devin Sweet. Devin, former Pig, with a 1-2-3-7. Olds appeared last night, didn't throw all that many pitches, got final 2 outs in the 8th, replacing the injured Kyle Keller. Did give up the game-deciding hit, an RBI singled Otto Kemp. Otherwise, that was the only base runner allowed by him. Olds has been especially good of late. He's not charged with a run last night. Now in his last 9 appearances, 10 innings, he has allowed just 1 unearned run during that. Top of the order due up for the Pigs here. Dylan Moore leading things off. Holds the righty, set in first base side. Kicks the knee high, delivers home. The fastball misses up high. Moore 1 for 3. A couple of strikeouts and then a base hit in the third. 1-0 pitch. Moore takes. Fastball is just maybe a little bit high off the plate. Ball 2. Pigs 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. Scored all their runs. 3-run fourth. Blue Sox with 4 in the third, 5 in the eighth. 2-0. Holds, misses down low in the dirt. Ball 2. Blue Sox pitching has now retired 11 straight. Anderson, the final 5 from the 4th to the 5th. 3-0 pitch. It's up high, ball 4. That streak comes to an end here. Leadoff walk. Dylan Moore. Samaniego, 1-2-3-6. Sweet ditto in the 7th. And now Olds issues a leadoff walk to begin the 8th. First pitch home to Felix Reyes, takes a 96-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside corner. Pigs, following today's game, will have a day off tomorrow and then be back here at home on Tuesday. The 12-game homestand, 12 games, 13 days. 0-1, cutter is down and in. Felix backing out of the box. One pitch. Felix, big hack, fouls it back over the screen, over our heads, and into the parking lot. The 1-2. Reyes checks the swing, just able to scrape it to the backstop. Emergency hack. The 1-2. Reyes gets under it. Towering fly ball, shallow right. Ward started way back, now comes racing in. Still enough speed to get the spot, settle under it, and make the catch. 1 out. One out, a man at first for Otto Kemp. First one home, Otto swings and barrels it up high in the air, deep left field. Castro is back in front of the track though, able to steady up, make the catch. 2 outs, Otto just a little out in front. Dying in front of the track. Two outs, man at first for Keaton Anthony. Keaton over 2 with a walk. Also hitless last night. Swings the first pitch, comes up empty, 0-1. Been a lot of whiff in Keaton's game. Past 2 days, couple of strikeouts, 1 tonight, couple last night. Always hitting off the fastball. Runner at first, 2 outs, 0-1. It's fouled straight back, 0-2. (12-3) Woo Sox bomb the 8th. Moore at first, the 0-2. Anthony jammed, pops it up behind the plate, still twists its way out of play. (0-2) again. Keaton swings and rips a liner, but right at the shortstop, McDonough spears it, retiring Anthony. The final out of the 8th. Sometimes that's the breaks, and that's how the Pigs go here in the 8th. We go to the 9th, 12-3 Worcester here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
The scoreboard, hopes and dreams of Western America. That doesn't show the sacrifice it takes to win, or the pain of accepting defeat. Because the real score isn't about points. It's about how many times you come back from impossible odds. You follow the moments that matter, the men trusted from the years and excellent time using specialists. Course, friends, because in Pennsylvania, real getaway is never far away. Get back to nature in the Pennsylvania Wilds, where you can experience a spring of the darkest skies in the Northeast. Biggest splashes are found in the scenery. Hike your way through Pennsylvania's 124 state parks. The summer, ride your way in Pennsylvania. Find your very best living getaway. Visit PA.com.
Presented by Lehigh Valley Health Network, part of Denver Health. After the final up of today's game, all kids and dads interested in running the racing, line up behind Captain Roy 1 to come down to the field to run the racing. Kids Run the Racing is presented by Lehigh Valley Friday Culture Hospital, part of Jefferson Health.
Listening to the
Top of the 9th, IronPigs trail the Woo Sox 12-3. Sam Jolly with you here in the Science Sky broadcast booth. IronPigs wrapping up the first half. First pitch home from Trevino to Nathan Hickey. Hickey swings, it's a high fly ball, pretty deep right. De La Cruz back, shielding his eyes from the sun in front of the warning track. He can't see it, and it drops in front of him. He'll pick it up, throw it in, and Hickey standing at second base with a double. He and Anthony lined out to end the bottom of the 8th, and then to begin the 9th, a Sun-aided double. Said that dems the breaks when Keaton lined out, and sometimes that's just the way the game goes on Sunday. First pitch home to Max Ferguson is inside on him. Sometimes you're the one staring up into the sky, the sun ball. Sometimes you're the one who hit the sun ball. And today the Pigs are firmly on the receiving end. Pitch home to Ferguson, out in front, grounds it towards the Woo Sox dugout. Ferguson, multi-hit game. Swings to the 1-1, lifts this one high in the air, deep right. De La Cruz again, going back, shielding his eyes from the sun. On front of the wall, leaps up and makes the catch. Struggling the whole time, but he sticks with it. Over to third goes Hickey, tagging and advancing. One away here in the top of the 9th. De La Cruz has got his sunglasses on. The sun and right must just be brutal. Day game Sunday, you don't get too many day games here at home. Sun that high. First pitch home to Braden Ward, infield back. The man at third, and he takes a high fastball. Want to know on Braden Ward, couple of hits, also hit by a pitch, slashes this one out to left. Reyes a couple steps towards the line, makes the catch. He'll fire it back in. Hickey not going to tag from third, will stay put. A 9-run lead. Second out of the 9th. If you've ever wondered what it is like to be an outfielder or even infielder, lose a ball in the twilight or the sunshine, just one time on a day where those conditions exist, go and test yourself. It is an unbelievably awful feeling. It is fear, it is anxiety incarnate first pitch to Vinny Capra. He fouls it back up over the Woo Sox dugout. Strike one. Nice catch by a fan, a young fan, up in the second deck as it hit off the concourse in the first level and bounced up to him. Had his glove ready, and it landed right in his lap. There are certain stages of losing a ball in the lights or the sun. 0-1, Capra can't hold back, goes around three-quarter swing. 0-2, where initially it's panic, then anxiety, then nervousness, and then fear for your own well-being. You might be in the spot where the ball lands and it might actually hit you and hurt you. 0-2, breaking ball off the plate, just in. You go through all those emotions, about a 5-second time frame. And you also have to do that in front of 10,000 folks who are hoping you are going to catch it, or are going to be very angry when you don't. 1-2. Capra with a chopper out to shortstop. In the hole, Cairo there to glove it, set the feet, good throw to first. Plenty of time to get Capra, and the sunball double is a non-issue for Lou Trevino, throws a scoreless 9. We go bottom 9, Pigs need 9 to tie, 10 to win it. They trail 12-3 here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
From the Phillipsburg East Honda Studios, this is Fox Sports Radio. Clinton Acura and Phillipsburg Easton Honda, two trusted names. 5-star customer service.
This summer, declare your independence from business league. Ashley Stores and Stripes special sale is here. Women's mattresses starting at just $6.99. Plus private to $1,000 off select mattresses. Hey, Greg, how you doing?
Bottom of the ninth, last chance for the Pigs here on Father's Day. Pitching change for the Woo Sox. Joe LaSorsa takes over for Wyatt Olds. With the Woo Sox leading the Pigs 12-3 here. LaSorsa taking over for Olds, who threw a scoreless 8th. Pigs do not have a hit since Paul McIntosh singled home a run back in the 4th. That made it a 5-3 game. Woo Sox have scored 7 unanswered to blow this one open. It'll be De La Cruz, Cairo, and McIntosh. 2 up. LaSorsa, second appearance of the week. Scoreless earlier this week in his only other outing. 3 1/3 innings with the Woo Sox. 1 strikeout, no walks, 2 hits. The lefty from the first base side delivers home, and De La Cruz rocks the ball in the air deep right center field. Ferguson on the run, can't get there. It's off the base of the fence. Trickles by him. De La Cruz into second will stop there. To throw in from Ferguson, cut off. It's a double. Brian De La Cruz, and that's the Pigs' first hit since the 4th. So De La Cruz, the second hit of the game. He had also singled and scored back in the 4th. Brings up Christian Cairo, brought this place to a bit of life back in the 4th with a 2-run triple. It's 1 for 2 with that triple and a walk. LaSorsa set to the belt, big lefty to the plate. Sweeper is on the inside corner. LaSorsa, 6'5", 225-pound lefty. 18th round pick, originally the Rays out of St. John's in 2019. Has bounced around a good bit since then. Got up to the big leagues with the Rays, then got DFA'd after that. 0-1, it's on the outside corner, 0-2. DFA'd, picked up on waivers by the Nationals. Spent 2024 split between Rochester and Washington. Last year was with the Reds, with the Mets. This year didn't even begin the year with the Red Sox. 0-2. Cairo swings and misses. He's down on strikes. De La Cruz stays put at second. First out here tonight. La Sorsa signed a minor league deal with the Pirates to begin the year. Triggered his opt-out and was acquired by the Red Sox for cash from Pittsburgh on June the 4th. Options after his contract was selected. Optioned on June 8th. Paul McIntosh not going to hit here. Lou Albrecht is going to pinch hit for him. Lou making his Iron Pigs debut here. He has been the third catcher on the roster the past couple of weeks. He's not had to be used, but we'll give him a plate appearance here. First pitch home. It takes a slider on the inside corner, 0-1. Lou has been a trooper on the bench, kind of serving as a bit of a bullpen catcher, handyman, whatever the Pigs need, wherever, whenever. It's his first at-bat of 2026. Right-handed hitter, Albrecht, open stance, the 0-1, he swings and grounds it to the backstop. 0-2, Albrecht was signed as a undrafted free agent. Coming out of Central Arizona College, started at Washington State. Last year, played 4 games with Reading, 5 with the FCL Phillies. He's played overseas with Adelaide under Tank in Australia in the 2024-2025 winter. Down the count, 0-2. La Sorsa deals, and Albrecht out in front, grounds it foul off the Iron Pigs dugout. So first AB for Lou Albrecht of the season, making his Iron Pigs debut today. Crowd with chance of Lou. The 0-2, he hits a bouncer the other way. Knocked down by Hickey on the back end. He recovers, flips high to La Sorsa covering, but he comes down on the bag to retire Albrecht. This place would have gone nuts if Albrecht had managed to reach. We'll get a little ovation as he comes off the field, though. Fitting for a guy like Lou. Real joy in the clubhouse. Was an absolute marvel during the baseball camps this week. Heck of a coach. Youngins. Over to third goes De La Cruz on the ground down. The last hope for the Pigs is Robert Moore. Pigs down 12-3, bomb the ninth. Moore switch hitting, batting right, takes a breaking ball that misses inside for a ball, but the catcher, Jason DeLay, is going to challenge this. Blue Sox have both their challenges left, might as well use them. And upon review, this pitch is called confirmed. It is up high. Moore had 2 hits batting right-handed last night. Solo homer, his 5th of the season, as well as a double. 12-3 Woo Sox the pitch. Breaking ball inside, ball 2. Woo Sox were out in front early, 1 in the first, 4 in the third. 4 unearned runs that frame. Pigs got 3 in the bottom of the 4th to make it a 5-3 game, but it's been all Woo Sox ever since then. 7 unanswered to run away with this. 2-0. Moore swings and pops it up. Up the first base side, next to the bag, first baseman Hickey settles under it, makes the catch with one hand. Moore is retired, and that's the ball game. The final score here on Father's Day, it's the Woo Sox 12 and the Iron Pigs 3. We'll go ahead, take a break, come back with totals and a recap next on the Staybridge Suites Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show here on the Iron Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or
And that's a wrap on the first half.
it's everywhere. Start earning points
Yeah,
on your next holiday
that's a fact.
hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Kids and dads, if you are interested in reservations, please sign up by section 101 now. Thank you to our kids from the business sponsor, Lehigh Riley Children's Hospital, part of Jefferson Health.
Thanks for listening to IronPigs Baseball. IronPigs Baseball is brought to you by naming rights partner Coca-Cola, presenting partner Drones, and founding partners Air Products, Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, B-Ron, The Morning Call, and WFNZ Channel 69 News. Now it's time for Staybridge Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show with Sam Jelinek.
Welcome into the Staybridge Suites, Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show. Sam Jelinek with you here from the Cyan Sky broadcast booth. It's your final here on Father's Day. It's the Woo Sox 12 and the Iron Pigs 3. Pigs and Woo Sox split the series this week. Yet another split for the Iron Pigs. Their second straight split after splitting last week with Scranton Wilkes-Barre. Iron Pigs still without a series win here at home, going all the way back to April. Woo Sox end the first half at 36-35, above 500. Pigs unable to get the series win here today will settle for the split. Let's get you told in a recap real quick for Connor Mills. I'll have you for the rest of your post-game show. Early on, it was always going to be an uphill climb here today for the Pigs. Colby Allard making his 2026 debut with the Pigs after signing earlier in the week. Solo homer allowed to Vinny Capra in the first gave the Woo Sox the early edge. In the third, Allard got into some trouble. Looked like he had rolled a ground ball to get out of the frame, but wild throw pulled Keaton Anthony off the bag. E5 on Otto Kemp extended the inning, and the Woo Sox made the Pigs pay for it. Bases clearing double from Jason DeLay, and Matt Thice, RBI double, followed as well. 4 unearned runs in the inning made it 5-0 Woo Sox. Pigs finally got to Woo Sox starter Jack Anderson in the fourth, plating 3 runs on a Cairo 2-run triple and an RBI single for Paul McIntosh to make it 5-3. But as soon as the Pigs made it close, this is where you can see how a game teeters and where things could have potentially gone better for the Pigs. Woo Sox immediately answered back, scored 2 in the top of the 5th off of Allard to make it a 3-run game again, and that was kind of a nail in the coffin for the Pigs, because from there the Woo Sox pitching staff was nails the rest of the way. They only allowed 1 more hit and 1 more walk for 2 more base runners from the 5th through the 9th, while Worcester, the 2 in the 5th, they tagged on 5 more in the 8th to run away with this. The final score, Woo Sox 12 and the Iron Pigs 3. Final line score for the Woo Sox, 12 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They leave 8 on base. For the Pigs, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They leave 5 on base. The winner is Jack Anderson. Anderson for the Woo Sox goes 5 innings, allows 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. He's now 2-3 on the season. While the Pigs, it'll be Colby Allard taking the loss, now 0-1 as an Iron Pig, 2-1 overall. 5 innings today, 7 runs, only 3 earned though, 8 hits, no walks, and strikeouts. Overall, I thought he looked pretty solid. Good stuff, kind of typical Colby Allard, the one we've known to grow in love over the past couple of years. Takes the loss for the Pigs. No save in this one. Started at 1:15, finished at 3:55. Time of game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. In front of 10,000, a sellout here on Sunday afternoon, Father's Day at Coca-Cola Park. With the loss, the Pigs fall to 35-40. They play all 75 games here in the first half, and they finish at 35-40 in the first half. We will wipe the slate clean on Tuesday. Woo Sox, they finish the first half above 500 at 36-35 overall here as they split the series with the Pigs 3 games apiece. The Pigs' 3-game winning streak is over. Speaking of Tuesday, that'll be the next time the Pigs are in action. We are off tomorrow for the standard Monday off day. The Pigs will be back here at home to continue this 12-game homestand Tuesday, 6:45 against the Syracuse Mets. Maybe Francisco Lindor in town. You never know. He's finishing up his rehab. Might have to extend it to face the Pigs. We can only hope. First pitch on Tuesday, though, will be 6:45. Francisco Lindor here or not. 6:15 for the pregame show for Game 1 of the second half. Remember, we play a half system, so the first half done. Memphis leading Nashville 10-2, while Rochester trails 9-6. Actually, Rochester just lost to Toledo 9-6, so Memphis controls their own destiny. They only have to win against Nashville, and they will be the first half champs. And come Tuesday, we will reset everybody's record back to 0-0, and we will play 75 games to decide the second half champion. That'll be the next time I talk to you. That will do it for my portion of the broadcast. here on Sunday afternoon. Big thanks, as always, from me to you for making us a part of your Sunday afternoon and Father's Day festivities. Big thanks to Connor Mills back in the studio, keeping me company for this one. As always, big thanks to our partners who make IronPigs Baseball possible. Our naming rights partner, Coca-Cola, presenting partner, Capital Blue Cross, and founding partners, Air Products, Service Electric, Lehigh Valley Health Network, a part of Jefferson Health, B-Braun, Morning Call, and WFMZ Channel 69 News. A big thanks as well to all the dads who have instilled the love of baseball into each and every one of us, every father figure who has meant so much, who has played catch, and has thrown us batting practice, cut our bullpens, and otherwise brought us to practices, games, and instilled a love of this great game that we call baseball. We say thank you here on this Father's Day. I'll talk to you on Tuesday as the Pigs continue their homestand when they welcome in the Syracuse Mets. Until then, your final score here on Sunday, it's the Woo Sox 12 and the Iron Pigs 3. Till next time, I've been Sam Jelinek. Thanks so much for listening. Connor Mills says you the rest of the way here in the Staybridge Suites. Allentown Bethlehem Airport postgame show here in the Pigs Radio Network, presented by Ashley, the largest furniture store brand in North America.
If you are looking for retirement living
That's all she wrote.